Wow.
All right, I've got food in the oven right now, so I'm gonna walk down and check on it.
Ooh, unacceptable.
Yeah, I know it's 6:07 p.m. here or something.
Wow.
Oof,
Someone's
pulling
turned
with
into
the
an
map.
opus.
So yeah, just to give you a heads up, the big robot, there was totally the salvage you were promised. You were gonna get to pull any parts out of that thing you wanted, but instead you guys pulled the tower down practically. Don't forget, you guys did pull that tower down.
Well, we
Well,
didn't. We didn't
I
pull
did
it down.
no such thing.
We fired the grappling hook. And we had
Oh, you're breaking up there, getting the food.
Yeah.
We'll wait till you get back.
okay.
And technically, it is session 10, by the way,
session 10 of what? What?
of this game.
I don't think so. I think this is session
4?
3, maybe 4. Yeah, 4. Are you counting the Star Wars Imperials game from before this?
No.
Yeah.
According to my numbers, it should be 10 from when you guys went to the first state, got the car, did the negotiations, left town, went to the gas
no.
station.
No, this is
James,
number
this
4
is 4
plus
then.
No,
zero.
we spent like 5
this is-
days just playing around the desert,
Yeah.
driving around.
Yeah,
in
this is
circles.
day 10, but James, you said session.
No, according to what I'm showing, it's session 10.
No.
No, it isn't.
No.
It is definitely
Absolutely
four,
not.
James.
Even
It
if you count the days that we've skipped, we're not even close to that.
James, I am always here. Like, I barely miss a day, and my XP should be way higher if we're in 10 sessions.
Huh, I wonder why it's saying.
It's probably the Imperials game.
That's what happens. No, it was counting the Friday's Genesys game sessions. That's why.
Oh.
So yeah, we're at session 5 then. Okay, let's
Wait,
correct.
we're at 5?
Yeah, this is session 5.
Okay, then I feel like we didn't get XP for last
Yeah,
time.
no, I don't think we did last time.
Last session we didn't get XP because I had to
Yeah.
bail, and we are running way over. So it was one of those if you guys were taking the fuck off and leaving this place to the bugs.
Okay, so do
As
we get
we
it
wrapped
now,
up
or do we hold on?
Yep. So you'll totally get. You guys get 10 XP because it's not like you succeeded in your mission.
Well, life happens.
Life happens. Just ask the navigator that had you go on a week-long detour to get here.
Hey, Roll 20 hates me, okay? What can I say?
Guy sends out an emergency message. You need some backup, and you guys are just like, "We'll be there. We'll be there. We found some cool loot, and we got lost for a couple days, and we know we're right next to you. We are a few hours away, as you're in effect days away."
Okay, but to be fair, the navigator couldn't navigate either, so it wasn't just on me.
Sure. However you want to put it. Just like the driver will tell you the car crash you did was not on the driver, it was on the vehicle, right?
It's true.
Well then,
So is everybody back?
I
thought I heard
the
David.
only one who's not here yet.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm still down in the kitchen, but I can always
Joseph's in
talk.
the kitchen.
Yeah, Evan said he'll be 10 minutes, and it's about 10 minutes, so he should be there at second.
Okay, we'll give him a few more minutes.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wait.
I mean, we totally could have used the bodyguard last night.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's my cup. I have a 2-liter bottle, but no cup.
Yeah.
And on the plus side, for breakfast, I had leftover Vinny's pizza from Sierra Vista.
Oh, jeez.
Ew.
Ew. Vinny's pizza's good.
It depends on what your definition of good pizza is.
The Carnivore and the Great White. Both are very good pizzas.
Chariot Pizza has great pizza.
Only Chariot's
okay.
Pizza on 22nd and Alvernon.
No, I like both of them.
I still cannot enjoy the Chariots next, literally right down the street because the staple incident, as well as once we went and got lasagna and it had eggshells in the lasagna.
Huh.
And then
Oh.
another time we got fried mushrooms and they were frozen.
Hello.
And there's nothing worse than biting into a fried mushroom and you get ice bite in the mushroom, where it's that crispness when you're biting into it.
Yeah, I've had mixed reviews from them. The one over here.
I've never had an issue with them, but
I don't know. I haven't found good pizza yet.
It sucks.
shut up, Chicago.
We used to order, Chariots like weekly for weekend game nights at the house way back in the day. And then all of a sudden the owner became an absentee owner and quality dropped. Go figure.
I mean, the owner is over at 22nd all the time because it's by his house.
Yeah. Well, 22nd and Flowing Wells are two separate owners now.
When did that happen?
Like 3-4 years ago.
What's up, yo?
Hey, yo.
Hello.
Yo.
Yeah,
So,
the 10 XP was basically last session.
Yeah, so as we screen swipe to, 3 days later as your transport comes rolling back into town. I'm assuming your guys are heading straight back to town, right?
Or do we want to go to a different town?
That is
Wait.
totally an option. I mean,
So you
I
guys
mean, we do have
Wow.
good quality gear that we can give to the boss,
you do know you're gonna have to pay the boss what the boss is expecting. The boss toll.
Yeah, but I mean, we do have some good stuff so that if we go there, we could be like, oh, hey, we got this stuff. So
If we can find our way back to a town
Yeah,
of any kind.
provided we don't wander the desert for 40 years.
hey, I will try my best, okay?
So is
Try
that
not.
the
Do
goal
or do not.
to head back to Petra? Or did you want to head back somewhere
I-
else? That's totally an option.
We can't, I feel like we can't just abandon this tower. I think we have to somehow clean it out, but I don't think the group of us is geared enough to take down all these bugs. Unless we learn more about them, like somehow to lure them away.
I mean, we can always just keep shooting with our scrap gun.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Just
just
drive
And we
over
can have people hanging off the side shooting off the car while some person drives.
Well, we need better weapons than
Yeah.
just a scrap pistol, but
Yeah, we're kind of just scraping by at the moment.
Well, the only way we would be able to do that is if we go back to Petra and come back here.
all right.
But
we
also
would
the thing is, since we can't deal with it,
Yeah.
right? Honestly, if we alert people about it, then that would be very helpful. Because remember,
Besides,
this
one
is a
tower
very
is torn down
important.
anyway, so
Well, this is a very important place. Like, if this place is lost, then basically, I believe what James said, the whole southeast region from Petra will be kind of like not be able to communicate with the
And
rest.
remember, it's not on you guys. You can just say, hey, we drove by and the tower's busted. Somebody should go fix that shit. And people will, there are people whose job is to go there and fix that shit.
we can gather a mob.
You guys were totally just offered the, oh, hey, come kill these bugs, and I'll let you salvage whatever's left on this droid down here at the base of the tower.
Wasn't that good of a deal.
Hey, there was some good salvage that could have been made out of that. I mean,
Yeah, it's actually a really good deal. It's just compared to what we got instead because we got lost.
and the bugs unfortunately multiplied since every day that nobody came to help him, more and more bugs showed up, and he just kept turning off the generators to make them go away, and then he had to turn on the generators another day, and then unfortunately he was overwhelmed by them,
And so were we.
and then you guys showed up and kicked up a hornet's nest.
So these things are just attracted to electricity.
And it's their mating season. So it's
Oh,
one of those
course
of
it
the
is.
tower itself just got them all excited. And think of it like cicadas when it's cicada season and they're all over the place doing their thing.
So it's a giant fuck fest.
Sadly, I
It was
do
a giant
believe
fuck fest.
there was some bad rolls for survivalism to figure that out, but that's okay. It's not like you've got a survivalist with you guys. I mean, that's totally understandable.
Well, I did take one rank in it now, but my cunning is not very good.
And I hope somebody's eating something better than toast.
All right.
So I mean,
So Petra,
I'm
would
under
say.
the assumption you guys are heading back to town, just so you can cash in, buy some stuff since you got some super sweet salvage,
I think that's a good
I mean,
idea.
you don't have
Yeah.
to go back to Petra. You could always go back to the station. You could always tell me of some other location you guys are interested in heading towards, and
Yeah, we could go to Valkyrie Rock.
yeah, you could totally hit Valkyrie Rock up,
If only
Could you
the
show the
gnome was
map,
here today.
James?
What's that?
Oh, I was just gonna ask if you could show the map.
As the
Yeah,
navigator
thank
whips
you.
up the map. So
Yeah.
you are driving away from the tower, right? That's what my assumption was last time.
I mean, we had
Yeah.
to.
Okay.
So
You're as you guys leave, you see one of the comm towers just like. It's fine. It's
Oh.
fine.
It's
The
all
sand
right.
will blow your tracks away. Nobody will know we've even been there unless you tell them.
What tower?
Yeah.
3 little mini colonies out in the desert just lost their TV channels.
How is everybody doing with wounds and strain and stuff? I don't see our tokens.
That's because we're on the
They're
big map now.
all
as
together.
requested
Oh,
by
yeah.
the navigator.
Oh, I'm doing fine.
I think
I'm
I
also
mean,
doing fine.
if we're just traveling, we'll probably be just fine.
Okay. Because I
Guessing.
now can heal strain.
Well, so can I.
I thought you could heal wounds.
No, I use Reiki, which is strain and wound.
Okay, cool.
So what is the plan? As you guys are all packed in the vehicle, realizing, wow, that was a total shit show. Looking back at the tower fall, as you're all deciding where are we heading.
I think we need to go and cash in. And I can maybe negotiate a good price, because I can do that.
It sounds good to me, since I have no idea what's going on.
As all of a
Cybug
sudden,
does recommend we see Mod Boss. But
as one of our drivers finally wakes up from his concussion from last time that he slept through. Weren't we going to a tower?
Been there, done that. Leaving.
It's bad when you get a concussion that, totally, knocks you out for a day or two as the group's traveling. Okay, so the idea is that you guys are heading back to town. It shouldn't be difficult for your navigator. I mean, granted, there's some black dice involved. As we're going to totally get one roll and a screen swipe. So, as, don't fuck it up is all I got to say. And does anyone have any metal that they're wishing to cash in for story points?
Not enough, because you need, 10 or some crap?
Uh-huh. I figured I'd just ask. I don't think anybody botched anything really bad last time. There was a bunch of good rolls.
Cybo possesses 7.
Not great
Yep.
rolls.
Unfortunately, I
I got
just don't fail.
I got
Ooh.
I got 6 metal, but not enough. So
I got
I have-
4.
I have 2.
Okay, so Navigator, go ahead and give us the navigation for the average check with a whole bunch of black because of the bad weather. But the temperature is great right now, guys.
Is this the navigator that got us lost in the first place?
Right.
Only 110 degrees out there as you're driving. You're like, this is a beautiful afternoon.
Ah, it's
Okay.
only
So
The outside of the vehicle's
astrogation.
getting pocked with, sandstorm.
Ready?
Yep.
it's only 103 today.
Hey,
Hey.
anything for the Triumph?
No more navigation rolls the rest of the way there.
Right? Yeah, no. Shh.
That is totally a sensible thing to say.
Yeah, just
you know
get
what?
us there.
I think that's a good idea. I'll do that.
Okay, so pretty much as I was intending, there's a screen swipe, and you guys, are driving into the first set of gates into Petra, the outer ring, and a lot of folks, there's some folks kind of coming by saying any news, because immediately people want to get the latest news if there's stuff out there. And you guys know for a fact the ruins of the settlers colony over here, you could sell someone that location on the map, and as long as you're not screwing them, you could make good money. Or you could tell it to the VIPs and get like seriously good rep and whatever reward they toss your direction. Because remember, the place can be picked over again and again and again, or you can keep it to yourself.
Sci would like to keep it for ourselves.
I don't want to keep it for ourselves because it is too hot for us to realistically salvage very often, and that is a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's big
Right.
enough that other people would be willing to pay for it. I say we cash it in.
Yeah, you want to
It's
know
too
who?
big for us.
You want to know who probably would really love it? Jahamid.
And it would garner some really good
Favor.
good rep there.
Yep. I agree.
Many of you are looking out for your buddy there, I see.
I mean, he's not my buddy, but like it pays to be in the good graces of a mob boss.
Your mod boss benefactor. It's like, hey, we found a gold mine and we're willing to hand it to you for a fair number you put down.
It's also worth noting that since we're in his employment, that means that there's always the chance he sends us out there anyway.
This is very true.
Exactly.
Double dip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all
If you
about
want,
it.
I can try to do the negotiation if y'all want.
Yeah, 'cause
He's not my
you've done well
he's
with him on that.
not my favorite person. Well, that's true. That didn't go so well last.
I feel like
Cybele can
realistically
speak to
we
him.
I feel like
Cybele
realistically
knows that
we
he
don't
does
even
like
need
me.
to do a negotiation check. Like he wants stuff from us whenever we come in. We can keep all the stuff we found, and the thing we give him is those coordinates.
Yeah.
You're not wrong there. I mean,
Like then we don't have to give up any of the shit we got.
yeah, and remember, you don't have to negotiate. You can accept the price he's giving you, which you're assuming is, on average, it's a fairly decent. He likes most of you guys. I mean, there's a few of you he doesn't like at all, but he likes most of you guys, so he's not gonna screw you on his offers.
Yeah,
You can
we're
always choose to
buddies.
negotiate more, but he's not gonna screw you guys over. I mean, he gave you a sweetheart deal for getting blue. I mean,
Right?
that alone was a sweetheart deal that you can thank a few of your members who are in his good graces that he's like, you guys are trustworthy, want you to have this vehicle, I know you'll take care of it, and you'll do right by me, and you'll do right by old Blue.
Yeah. So we're all good. We're buddies with him.
So you guys gonna head straight to his facility there?
Sure, I think so.
Cybele concurs.
Okay, you guys pull up with old Blue out there. A couple of the door guys give you the nod, and by the time you guys get out of your vehicle all dusty and pulling off your gear and shaking your gear out, they've already got the door open and waiting for you guys so you can come on in. You see that there's this beautiful smell of a fresh fresh dose of the fire beetles that have been cooked up. Even though one of you guys has a slight belly churn at the smell of fresh cooked fire beetles.
I think after what we just went through, all of us have a slight belly churn.
Some days you're the
Oh, yeah.
stew, some days you're the beetle. And immediately, you guys get, the fast track to go see him because he's just sitting there talking with some pretty, ladies there and impressing them with the grandioseness of his facility and the fresh scented air as he looks at you guys and kind of puts a friendly hand up to like wave but stop you from walking on in. And he says, you ladies, you will love watching this. This is something I would like you to see. These are some of my best guys. Guys, come on in. Introduce yourself to these lovely ladies. And you guys come in, and these ladies look. The interesting thing that they have no mods whatsoever. They're in the very young 20-ish range, all human. And one thing that gets your attention is the fact that they probably look like from their clothing that they are the upper crust folks. It's like, why did he get these 3 young gals in his? He should not have these women in his facility, basically.
I'll give him a big smile and walk up and introduce myself. Just Gideon. Nice to meet you.
And he's like, Gideon,
Sorry,
one
a
of
little
my
dusty.
favorite friends. Great guy. Great guy.
I will take a half step. I'll step forward a half step behind Gideon. I'll just introduce myself as Thorn, and I imagine I've got the firewall badge, so I'm not really like looking too happy, but I'm giving a nod of respect.
And so he totally says, yeah, yes. You can see his link. He is a firebrand, but I promise you he will not tell your parents that you're slumming it down here with me. I promise you. And he totally looks at you and gives you a squinty-eyed look. He's over-exaggerating for his guests. He will not tell your parents that you are here. But
I'll just incline my head.
And then he's like, come, the rest of you, come inside. It's you've been gone for what has it been, like 2 weeks? I was starting to get worried.
So was I.
You were right to, I say, cutting a glance over at Cybele.
Cybele, come in. Introduce yourself to the ladies.
Okay, I take a few steps forward. Cybele greets you all.
Cybele talks like that. It's great. You're going to love it. It's the
For
best
about 5
ever.
minutes.
As he's totally looking around, he's like, Sniggly, why are you being so quiet? Come on.
Apparently, I have a concussion.
I mean, that was like a day and a half ago.
Ah, Sniggly, you have a thick
You're
skull. It's not your first, it won't be your last. Say hi to
very
these
true.
lovely ladies.
I'll wave.
And the 3 gals do this whole giggly thing, So how my friends? He just totally slaps his hands on his thighs and gets up, dusts off his shirt and his nice comfy shorts that he's wearing. Tell me how it went. Did Old Blue give you everything I promised that she would be? And he totally looks and says, Old Blue, a great old rig of ours. I used to drive it myself back in my younger days when I was strapping and young. And he whips out his one cybernetic arm and showing, that he is, mechanically strapping and not young. Please tell me you found all the parts necessary to get her back up and running, and that you came back with a hull full of great things.
A little bit better, actually.
Cybele states that we have come into some great information.
What did you come into? We're all curious. Wait. drinks, and he claps, and one of the security guards totally does the knock on the door, have them bring drinks out, and they totally bring out some beverages because he's ready to celebrate with you because you said better. He's all giddy looking. He's excited. He's like, get them drinks. Get everyone fresh drinks. Ladies, let me pour you drinks. And he does the cheesy, exaggerated pour for his guests. And he says, okay, now that we all have drinks, a toast to successful business. And it's like super
Here's my
crisp,
glass.
fresh water. The good shit. Everybody has a long round of drinks, I'm assuming?
Sci-Fi Junkpunk.
Yeah.
No, it's
As
not
he-
going to turn down water.
As he totally says, now, tell us the great news.
Well, information is king, is it not?
Ah, see, I told you he tells people things. He's those guys with the swords. You know how they are.
We've come into knowledge of a very extensive and very rich salvaging site, too big for us to handle on our own. We thought that maybe, somebody of your stature might appreciate the whereabouts of this and subcontract out some work.
He totally gives you this disconcerting look where he rubs his chin, where he's totally eyeballing you of all of the group that's talking about something that could be shifty. It's like,
I'm
He
not
tells
sure.
the truth. It's a large crash site.
Mhm.
And we
You're
didn't
taking
see
care
a
of a
single
bunch of
orange
this.
flag.
As
Yeah.
then he totally looks at you guys and then looks back at the three ladies and says, we must talk more about this. But first, ladies, perhaps you should go see the vehicle yards where we do all the retrofits on the vehicles we sent out there. And Davis, take the ladies out to go see the yard real quick, and quickly shushes them out the side door that he has. And then he says, sit down. Now we can talk. We don't want them telling their parents about some cool crash site out there.
That was my thought.
Immediately, he's putting profit before, impressing, possible future friends.
I was hoping so.
As once the door is locked, he double checks to make sure they're not listening at the door and slams the door shut and posts one of those guys outside the door. Okay, tell me what you got. As he totally changes from sleazy car salesman to mod boss.
Cybel states that we have found a ruin.
And
I'll provide approximate dimensions of the ruin, how extensive it is, and I will also mention that, honestly, there were some, what do they call them?
the grinders?
Not rusters,
Yeah,
grinders.
Yeah, grinders. We
But we were able to
took care of
run
all.
them off. Yeah,
Yeah.
we ran them off. So at the moment, it's undefended and ready for searching. Pretty extensive.
Ah, that's good. And he totally waves his hand over the little hollow map that pops up, and he says, "So I know you were heading south-ish from what I heard, but where exactly about is this?"
A little off course, but we're curious to know if, obviously you have some interest here. We want to know if you're willing to commit to this size of a project. If you have the manpower to cover it.
I've got many salvage crews such as yourself out there, and a few others that I can trust to outsource work to. But what am I hearing you say here? What is this that you're looking for?
Well, things did get a little tough out there. Some supplies to help us do a better job for you than even this would definitely go a long ways.
Basically, if we had the means to equip ourselves better, we'd be able to come back with a larger haul. And of course, the deal still would stand if we go haul stuff for you. You've got obviously the first pick.
So I like what I'm hearing here. So you did come back with a haul as well. Is that what you're saying? Notice which words he picked up on.
More of an example to show you, so that you get an idea of what sort of things are in there. Fortunately, some of them were used to replace Old Blue, so we hope that you might overlook that in favor of future finds.
And he totally gives you this look by future finds. So,
As I mentioned, it's a pretty rich site.
but see, just because you find the golden goose, getting the goose to fly home to you and roost is never an easy thing. I know you all know because you look pretty ragged. I mean, what is that? And he comes up to one of you guys and touches the bug juice on you and rubs it between his fingers, smells it. A few days old, the bug juice.
Well, that was an unrelated escapade, but again, you can, for future work, you can always hire us to go back out there ourselves or subcontract to other groups as you see fit. Obviously, you can't argue with the need to have Old Blue up and running at top performance. You clearly see the need of that, and also the benefit of having us a little bit better equipped.
He's liking what he's hearing. He says, "You know what? Let's put a pin in that. Let's put a pin in that." And he totally gestures at the map for you to totally put a pin in the general direction of where it's at. He's kind of insisted on that part, and then says,
Okay.
"Let's go see what Old Blue's got, and then we can talk about this alleged site in the desert somewhere full of glorious salvage." As one of the security guys totally giggles at that because we've all heard hundreds of stories of glorious salvage out in the desert.
Come see what we
Shall Cybele give
acquired.
coordinates?
I'll say, well, we haven't come to an agreement yet. He would like to see what sort of goods there are there. So let's let him look, see if he's satisfied, then we'll tell him.
Okay, so a little screen swipe happens as you guys are now standing out there by Big Blue. All your stuff that you've salvaged is out there, laid out, and here's the junk scrap, the good scrap, the superior scrap, the fancy things you found. And he's just like eyeballing with a very assessor's eyeball of the perceived value and says, "So, this is what you have, which I am impressed with. This is good. I mean, it will come off the percentage to pay for Old Blue. Correct? Is this lawman speaking for all of you, my friends?"
Yeah.
He's totally wanting to make sure that you guys you have nominated him your negotiator. I mean,
Cybele agrees.
he didn't
I think
negotiate too well for you guys last time, if you recall, as he snickers.
Yeah, I know, but there's always hope for change.
We have a better relationship. We have a better working relationship now.
So this is the proverbial bird in the hand, as they say, back on the old earth, right? Right, the bird in the hand, two in the kabush thing. So
And this represents how much time do we spend? 2 days?
What's that, salvaging?
About how time? Yeah, how much time do we spend salvaging?
you guys spent about
like
2
8 hours
days on the site, like a day on the site, and then 2 weeks on the travel time.
Right. So
Yeah.
what I'll tell them, I'll say, what you see here represents 1 day of salvaging just us in terrible conditions. You can judge for yourself the terrible conditions by how dirty Old Blue is right now.
And banged up.
And banged up.
He kind of giggles at that. He's like, I've seen Old Blue even dirtier than that before. Old Blue looks just
But
broken
the key
in.
thing is, this is one day of a small, unequipped group of salvaging.
I wouldn't. Don't talk down to my friends here. They are not ill-equipped. And he points to the other four of you, and he's like, they are experts in their field. Cybele alone is indistinguishable from the greatest of the mechanists on this city. I would trust Cybele with my life if my cybernetics required modification. Right, Cybele?
Cybele agrees, and Cybele thanks you.
This is how you keep the morale up with the crew.
The point is, we have very little by the way of means.
But if this location you found, this was one day's work, what were you doing the rest of the time?
We had a bit of a direction sensing difficulty.
Extreme weather made it very difficult to navigate.
Yes, it was rather hot. Yes, I recall it was rather hot. As he totally gestures over for one of his servants to bring him a beverage with water and ice in it.
Liquid.
As you hear the ice churning as he's deliciously savoring it like a Pepsi commercial, and you guys are like, ice? You ass. You have ice?
Reminds me of a Ice Pirates scene.
Liquid.
You're not wrong. So, what is exactly that you're looking for? I mean, I see some great salvage here. My percentage will be great. What is it you're holding out for the salvage location for? I mean, I can tell you're not wanting to tell me. You don't trust me. Why don't you trust me? Do not even your vaulted walls where you and your officers protect the people here know that I am beyond distrust? I can be trusted as my word?
Then let me be blunt. We'd like to know what such a site would be worth to you.
Well, it's only worth as much as you can come back with. I mean, not to be too edgy, like one of your fellow officers' blades, but the a mysterious location across the dunes, and he gestures off towards the outside of town, towards the dunes, and there's this wall of sandstorm out there. Beyond the perilous sandstorm, a mysterious place, some Mecca, as he's basically overacting for everyone around here. That's what's with an eye shot. Is pretty much good enough to lull my daughter to sleep at night in her bed. As a beautiful
Okay.
story. But what is it that I'm willing to trust my friends here? And he gestures to your four compatriots. You notice he totally leaves you out of the gesture. I might be willing to contribute to your future endeavors and your prosperity. I will even, if you are willing to show trust to me. I feel I deserve trust, as he does this whole hammy mocked up, pats himself on the chest like he's your oldest friend and he's hurt that you're not trusting him. I would even forego your return on investment for this trip, as he points to all the things you have, including that really nice piece of tech that he himself has not figured out what is, but you're pretty sure one of his guys has already cataloged that fucker. As two guys have data pads and they're comparing notes to make sure their numbers are matching up already. And I will forego my fee for Blue, and I will provide some supplies, because you know what, I was worried about you. I was my heart was aching with a heaviness for the loss of possibly you guys and Blue, old Blue. That I was looking for some competent folks that could go search and rescue you. And in the act of finding folks, I realized that you may have gone off woefully unprepared. So I proceeded to gather some equipment, and he clap clap, and a couple of the servers from the restaurant come over and they start bringing cargo containers over, really nice looking cargo containers. as he says, "If you're willing to show trust in me, I'm willing to trust you, and I will forego your fee for this trip, so we don't have to squander over money and numbers." And he totally looks at the two guys that were doing the data entry on your loot, and he just gives them like a wave off, like you don't need to say what the number is right now. And he points towards the three chests. There's three chests, different size. One's like Footlocker size. Well, two of them are like Footlocker size, and one is like big steamer chest crate size. And of course, these are repainted, old, beat-up crates that have been recycled and repurposed and reused. You're pretty sure at one point you can see spray paint over the radiation warning sign.
Nice.
Is this possibly something that we could come to an agreement with? And I promise you that I will give your crew a fair shot at going back to this location at least once or twice until it's run dry. Once we know it's there and it's been pacified of these grinders that you ran off, because those horrible people come back way too often.
Well, I can tell you this. I know you're trustworthy. If you believe in us, I can. If we agree, we can go this one of two ways. We can see what you're offering here and negotiate that, or we can just give you tell you what the location is for 15% of anything that comes back from there in the future, as a finder's fee, so to speak.
So we're negotiating, is what you're saying.
I'm saying I'm giving you options.
Cybele doesn't want to negotiate.
As he
As
totally
he's-
looks at you and then gestures to your friends and say, "And he still speaks for all of you, my friends?"
Well, as he's saying that stuff, I'm walking over to the crates and kind of look at them and look at the boxes, like,
Part of
kind
what
of
I said
permission to
was
look in the boxes.
that
So
was
as-
actually part of what I said. We can see what's in the crates.
So,
as
I
you totally walk over, one of the folks totally pops the hatch on the boxes and starts opening them up for you. Even though the boss didn't say do it, he's doing it because he thought that was what he's supposed to do, and because it's you're part of the family. So he's opening up.
right.
Clearly, you see when the big crate is opened up, there is 4 or 5. We will totally just say it's 5. 5 reclaim suits. Those are those still suits for those who've seen Dune in one or two versions that let you.
Nice.
You guys could really use that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
The
Okay.
second kit is 5 dusk, brand new, not reused, brand new dust breathers and goggles.
Holy shit.
They're actually
Why are we not
brand
saying the
new.
location?
we're sold.
And
Well,
stashed
okay, now that I've seen.
Stashed with the reclaim suits is a single scram kit, basically medical kit. It's the emergency medical kit in case somebody has like an arm get cut off. As
Right.
Okay.
totally, this is exactly what a search and rescue team would need to go do a search and rescue for you guys. So even though he's trying to be all grandiose and shit, he could be telling the truth. He was planning on getting a search and rescue team to look for you, or
All right.
it could
So,
totally
uh,
be
Over
where's
and
the
be
over.
map?
like,
location?
I think this might be a good deal.
I agree. Where's the map?
You're
I'll show you.
quite generous.
I assume these beautiful minimal trinkets would assist my good friends to come back in one piece. I would not want my friends dead because on a planet like this, it is hard to find good friends. Can we agree on this? And he totally gives that gesture of, do we all nod yes to this? And even the bodyguards out
Cybele
there
agrees.
nodding yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
we not
indeed.
yes. I'll be happy to point it out if your man will bring you a map.
And he totally gives a clap clap, and his assistant goes over and goes back into the building, pulls out the little data terminal, which brings the little holo map out. And now the question is, are you going to give me an astrogation roll for where it was, or are you going to ask Cybele to give the location?
I'll
Oh.
ask Cybele too.
Because I'm not even sure if
Cybele?
Cybele gave you the location.
Okay, well,
Well, you don't
Hey,
have to.
Cybele.
Cybele doesn't. Cybele, if you're giving it, you don't need to roll because you know where it is for reals
okay.
now.
Well, yeah, I
Okay,
was
got
thinking
it.
that.
I was going to make
Oh.
him roll it since he wasn't the one that's been doing all the
No, Cybele.
navigation.
If I don't know where it is, then obviously I would have Cybele to it.
You could have
Okay.
tried to recall.
I mean,
So
it's,
just go ahead and point it out.
Yep, Cybele shall point it out.
as you pointed out on the map, and you point out right there, and he just gives a. My friends, you picked one long run for your first trip out of town on Old Blue. We're lucky you did not die. Old Blue, I was expecting you to go out for a day or two and then come back. I did not expect you to take a sojourn of this length, my friends. Heck, you went
Cybele
this
is
far. You
definitely
should have
for
went to
that.
Valkyrie Rock and got some of that bioengineered stuff, you know. And he totally puts a hand up and says, "No offense to our Nomi friend."
Well, you know how lucky and fortunate for all of us that we did.
As Evan, you're breaking up, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I just said
was-
how fortunate for everyone that we did.
It was very fortunate on our part that we found and survived the adventure.
I'm very glad you guys come back because you don't know how expensive it is to send search and rescue teams out there. I mean, often they want to get paid whether they come back with people or bodies or nothing at all. Who knows how many of them eat the bodies? I mean, grinders, am I right? Am I right? I never did find out where this left arm ended up. It could have been in somebody's belly.
Yes.
So if you want, you can gladly take these cases of equipment, but please return the cases. You know, you don't know how expensive those cargo containers are these days. They're
Of
worth their
course.
weight in credits. So I give you guys my heartfelt thanks for the location. We'll send one of our teams that is a little more fresh. I don't want you driving that far out in this horrible weather. As he points at the massive sandstorm that you guys drove out of. That I would like you to recoup and get some R&R time and see. Now that you're back in town, I mean,
Okay.
I'm assuming you're going to want to hoot it up. If you need some boys, girls, we've got the place down the street, or you can always go to one of my competitors. I don't take that kind of thing personal. And he basically gives you leave to load the truck up and is more than willing to give you two guys to help load the truck up. Because their job's to make sure the cargo boxes get taken back. Empty, of course.
Right. Sweet.
Well,
All
we
right.
just wiped out a debt.
Well, you're still paying for the vehicle. It's just you don't own. You don't own the vehicle clear. It's just this payment's been paid.
Right.
So, what kind of goodies are there?
And
Yeah, seriously.
so, quick question: one of my two drivers here.
Hey.
Give one of you give me a vigilance check real quick.
I have this odd feeling that Sniggly's gonna probably be better at vigilance than me.
2 green.
Same for me.
Oh.
Gives me an excuse to put a point on your guys' side.
Go for it.
Got your pool all ready when you're ready.
You just hit it twice.
No, I was giving back Cybele the point that Cybele spent that didn't need
Oh.
to be spent earlier, and then I just clicked it.
Go for it, Kevin.
I like how both of them are paralyzed.
Hey.
Wow.
That's a success.
So, Sniggly totally recalls locking the car as you guys went in.
Oh fuck.
And you totally realize that somebody that was outside guarding your vehicles has a key to get into the vehicle. They have access to Old Blue. They didn't.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like they moved anything. They were actually taking great care not to move anything. But they may have read the dials on the dashboard and seen how many miles you put on Old Blue. That type of information. Or they may
And-
have placed the tracking device, but you're pretty sure you have a success. You know you're sure that nobody did anything like that.
They probably were just checking to make sure we weren't holding anything back or
Yeah.
lying.
It's
They were
still, it
just-
still don't like it.
I figured you wouldn't like it, but you realized that they were probably just using the honor system, which is the trust and all of a
Trust but
type of
verify.
camel. Yep.
Trust but verify. Yes.
Exactly.
And one little
So
drop of sweat as you eyeball the guards with their weapons out, trying to figure out who's got the fob for getting in the vehicle.
that's okay. We'll just have to change it.
I mean, you
Change the
You can-
locks.
you
Yeah,
can
change the
easily do
locks.
something like that. You have the mechanical skill as a group to do exactly that with no difficulty. So the question is, as they've helped load you guys up, I mean, there's totally the Scrappers Union. They're like one of the first places. Think of it like almost like a reclamation plant where they start sorting and taking the stuff, and they will give you the fair market value. Nobody will screw you over. You could always try to negotiate, but there's always the risk if you're trying to negotiate. You get what you get at that point.
So what did we actually get so far? The
So that is the moment where our
suits
salvage
and the dust breathers.
The reclaim it suit,
Oh, yes.
Reclamat
the
suit,
dust,
yeah.
the breath mask, and goggles.
And goggles.
Okay.
and you have an
So-
extra one since one of your team members doesn't need them. And I'll totally
Yeah.
paste in the Skype chat for you.
So the suit, the reclaim it suit can be worn under other armors. The soak
Yep.
combines.
Yep.
It adds up. It's
Yep.
Nice.
And the little
Nice.
numbers after the name is the price of each one. So as you can see, if you got 5 of the reclaimer suits, they're expensive as
Yeah,
shit.
there's 680 each. Yeah.
Yeah, they're expensive as shit. So just the stack of those is good money. And the fact that these are brand new and not ones that have
Yeah.
like patches glued back on and have obviously been worn with people dead inside them.
Well, the
Oof.
dust breather's like 300 freaking credits,
Yeah, but
the
those would be
reclimate
needed.
suits.
and the
did,
goggles. That's another 600. The dust breather and the goggles. Dust
And the
Yeah, but
breather.
reclimate suit is 680.
Having spares would not hurt.
And the nice thing is too is you guys are opening, they're in
I
No,
know,
I'm
not
not
even
saying
packages.
sell
I'm
them.
not even
I'm just
thinking-
saying
Yeah.
what we got was like 1,200 credit.
Yeah, a lot.
1,200 credits.
Well, more than that. Well, 1,200 each. Yeah.
Right. 1,280 each.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reclimate suit's 680 itself.
So
We're talking
Definitely a gunga deal.
$3,000, just
and
in
we
the
can
suit.
survive now. Better.
Yeah. And having a spare, wouldn't hurt. I mean, and I'm not even
No, no.
thinking that, yes, one of the party members is not even here. I'm not even thinking that yet. So. But yeah, having a spare is handy.
No, we're good. That's good stuff. So who's selling? Who doing what?
I did pick up a new skill called Another Man's Treasure. So whenever I sell one scrap, it's worth an additional credit.
So we know that Cybel's going to be doing the selling.
Do you guys want to try to negotiate for better prices or just let it be?
I mean, I don't know. I still wouldn't mind picking up a better sidearm, but
Yeah, so that's why we need to sell this stuff. I mean, the
Yeah.
scrap and stuff we got.
Yeah. So if I
I'm gonna stick around and try to do some repairs on Old Blue. If you guys are gonna do that, I don't know how damaged you guys. It doesn't look like it's too messed up, but
yeah, they dinged it up tiny, but not too bad.
hold on.
Get away run.
Let me pull it up. See what you guys. Yeah, I'll do work on Old Blue and whatnot. I don't need a new weapon right now, so.
Yeah. I'll help you out with that.
Okay.
So
Something's not right here.
What's the matter?
No, it's the sheet's not updated properly. That's all.
Yeah, it's 5 tier 1, 10 tier 2, 15 tier 3, so forth.
No, I mean old blue.
No, Cybel. Anakin was asking about the
What's up?
in the chat.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And if you're gonna repair old blue there in the yard, he is more than willing to let you use the facility they
You're-
have there.
Sounding
Hey, we can't
far
hear you,
away.
James.
Sounds like you're across the room.
You sound like me when I put my mic up on my headset.
I
Which
am
I
across
do.
the room. I'm wondering if we're
Yeah,
having
my
some solar flares that are messing with the distance of my Bluetooth. So, and if you do the repairs there at your favorite mob boss's place, he will actually let you use his facility for a blue die and basically use his materials so you're not having to pay out of pocket to get materials to fix shit.
Ooh.
So there is a perk to doing it in his yard, plus of course you've got his protection, making sure nobody fuck with your shit.
I can't
Nice.
remember. I can't remember Sarah's mechanics. Mine's 2 yellow and a green.
Mine's just 1 yellow, 1 green.
Okay, well I guess I'll be doing it then.
It's a good to get a blue from your friend.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I am
Couldn't
not the
hurt.
mechanics focused one. I am the driving and
I'm-
shooting focused one.
I'm.
You have
Oh,
3 int. That's better than me.
Yeah.
Now the question is, are you going for just repairs? Since it looks like, oh yeah,
Yeah, I
she
think
has
there was some.
we got 2 crits. We got a rattled and a hull damage on it.
I thought we fixed one of them, or did we get a new one?
You incurred new crits.
Okay, we'll work on the crits.
You
Talk
fix
to
a
your
couple.
fellow driver, man.
You fix a couple. You add a couple.
Yeah, talk to your buddy driver.
Talk to
So,
those fucking beetles.
They're both
And
one
to
purple
whoever fucking
crit.
thought it was a good
so-
idea to shoot the goddamn tower with a grappling hook.
Hey, I thought
Okay.
there were people. I thought there were people who needed to escape.
It would have been
Terrible.
super cool to have people zip line out of the building.
Okay,
I didn't know they were all gone.
I'm gonna work on both of the crits one at a time.
Okay. So,
So-
it's only a 1 purple, so it is in the pool if you want to roll it.
Okay.
Damn. So go ahead and repair whichever one you would like. It helps to have all the equipment and some friends helping you.
Okay, let's do the hull damage.
Yeah.
I can only do one of them, or can I do both?
You can only do one of them. But
Okay.
if our other mechanic wants to try to do one and have you give him a blue, I'll totally let that fly.
We'll do that. We'll do
Yeah.
that.
There's also plenty of advantage you can give a blue to as well.
That's
Yeah.
3 advantage. That's an upgrade.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Hell.
Okay, in that case, let's have the other mechanic do it.
Oh.
As I bring balance to the
oh.
force.
There
So
is
I've
no
got-
force here.
I've got your 2 blue and a upgrade against you.
Oh.
What the?
Fuck.
James is
Oh.
getting some payoff on his.
Well, you should wait for me to get back from shopping, I guess.
So
At least nobody's in there to get injured.
I was gonna say I'll give you a choice. Do you want to roll a crit negative 30? Or hell, we'll say crit negative 60 because it's just further damage. So that way it's nothing that was like life threatening to the vehicle. Or one of the vehicle's components break that you're gonna have to fix, which means spending
It's
cash.
definitely
to
a
replace
minus
it.
60 crit.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and
Definitely a
roll me.
minus 60 crit.
Roll me a minus 60 crit.
Ah,
Consistency. I like that. The fact that your dice was a 3. You rolled a 3 before the minus.
Yep.
So you tried to fix the rattle, but a few things rattled loose, and some mechanics zip tied a harmonica to your chassis. If you've seen the meme, you know what it is, and you laugh at it.
Sounds like Midget has hammer behind you. Took hammer away from Midget.
So
Was that,
you
that was UPS, right?
yeah.
I think.
So you guys are gonna, while they're working on the vehicle, you guys are carrying the salvage to go sell to the salvage union. Now the question is, what salvage are you keeping? What are you selling? I mean, like your scrap gun totally shoots salvage. Granted, you probably want to keep
we
the
can
junk stuff
keep
for that.
the shitty salvage for that.
Well, you guys have your bags full of salvage. You tell me what you're selling. That's on you guys.
So
We have 20 scrap.
yep. So let's see, how much does scrap sell?
I'm like, we got more than that, don't we? Between
No, we got 20
so
scrap and we got the magna emitter.
Yeah.
So do you
I
guys
thought you guys
want
had
me to
more.
negotiate this?
Well, scrap is really negotiable. It just sells for what it is. I do have a talent that makes it to where I can sell it for one more than it normally can be sold.
There you go. So that would get us 120 credits for the 20 scrap we have.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then negotiation would definitely be needed for the magnet emitter and plasma ammo.
Yeah,
unless
that
you guys
one.
want
we
to
wanna
keep
sell.
those. I mean, are you
Yeah.
sure you want to sell those?
I mean, I could do mechanics and try to put them on somebody's weapon.
Yeah, that said, I think we're all kind of hurting for cash right now, though, aren't we?
That's I
Yeah.
think we
Yeah.
need. Yeah, we need cash.
Yeah, like I've got 43 credits, and I think
So
I might be
then-
better off than most of you guys.
So then I just sell off the scrap and then Evan negotiates for the other stuff?
Sure. Yeah, that would work.
Okay, so you totally see these guys in their scrap gear with the conveyor belts as they're sorting scrap into different types, and they tell you to just, toss your scrap on there, and the scrap masters, totally giving you the okay. Here's the value of what you're giving me for scrap. You good with that?
Yep. I show my link and go, Cybel is part of the markets union. Therefore, Cybel can sell it a bit better.
And Cybel kind of winks. I mean, this guy
Can you
winks at
do any
Cybel.
better?
And
Wink,
all
that's
of a
it.
sudden goes, and on his big old metal plated apron flips his strap around, and you totally see he's got the link for them as well. And he's just like, "Don't worry, that's already in the numbers." As you realize that yes, he's giving you that extra number for your link because he's giving you the insider price.
Cybel thanks you.
As he gives you the elbow of friendship. Yuck, yuck. And he's like, so, do you have anything else to declare? As there's a bunch of old welded tables for putting down other scrap pieces or for disassembling things.
Okay. At
that's
this
you.
point, I'll go move to shake his hand, introduce myself as Thorn, and say whichever other pieces were sold, you guys put them on the table over here, and I'll do the negotiation. So as we go over, I'll go to shake his hand and introduce myself.
And he's just like, nice to meet you. Is there a reason
Does
you're
he
not up on
shake?
the wall? Oh yeah, he totally shakes.
Okay, while he's doing so, I'm to use empathy.
Sniggly's gonna be doing mechanics and missing the stuff. Let's find out if you're actually psychic this time.
Okay, let me see here. Oh man, I got too many fields open. Okay, so yeah, I'll just do a quick empathy. It kind of just gives me his mood and stuff like that as I shake his hand.
Okay. So,
it's an easy check.
Okay, let me get your difficulty in there. Just an easy check. Take those out, and we'll just leave that there. Let's work on later.
All right.
So you go to shake his hand as he's just like nodding, like, "Yep, let's get on with this. What do you have for me?" As you use your
Here's
empathy.
the empathy. Okay.
As
Cool.
immediately you're picking up from him when you shake his hand that his current emotional state is that he just wants to get done with work and get out of the sun and get back into air conditioning. And the fact that he has not had a drink in like 2 hours, but he's got to go another hour before he can have his ration drink. Because he'll
Okay.
be damned to drink his own water at work. So you know that
Okay,
he's
so I'll
wanting
be
to just
like,
get done with business.
so I'll say as as we proceed, this won't take long. We'll be out of here before you know it.
Ooh, I'll give you blue dice for that.
And because I got the empathy, I get to add one automatic success to all social checks with
Okay.
him. Okay, so do you guys have what we're selling up on the table?
I think we're selling both the magna emitter and the plasma ammo.
Okay, so basically, I'm just gonna do a general roll to just see if we can get the best price possible out
Okay,
of
so
it.
you're going for the whole kit and caboodle, not like individual negotiation.
No, we'll just lay it all together, do the ads, and then whatever. I don't remember what percentage it is from successes and advantages, but basically that, just to try to get as good a price as possible.
And he's just
Okay.
okay, so everything you have on this table, and he starts poking it with,
Oops.
he starts poking around to see
Did that
exactly
work?
what you got. He's like, He's spending a lot of story points, by the way.
Oh,
gonna say.
did I? Okay, sorry about that. I thought I hit the wrong thing first, but I guess I hit the right thing because I didn't sync it.
There you go.
Okay,
Giving them both back.
there we go.
to you.
Yeah,
I already rolled one. Oh no, I
did
rolled
you
one for the
for this?
empathy. Nope,
Yeah,
go ahead and give me one back so you can upgrade.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you got a blue and an upgrade. And let me get the upgrade on my end out.
And I already added the success in as well.
Okay. And he's like, so what do we have here? He's basically having you tell him what you think you have, just to confirm. He's a shrewd
Good Lord.
negotiator. It is his day job.
Okay, so should I make the roll and?
Well, he's asking you is what do we have here? You tell me.
Okay. Well, I'll tell him what each of the items are. If anybody's technical, I can say, hey, this Cybo will explain what this is and how it works to you, if you need to, or we can just get the price and get out of here.
And
I don't
Cybel, what links are you currently showing, by the way?
Yes. So my current links that I have showing, which I always show, is my Scrappers Guild, my Terranaut, and my Market Union.
Ooh.
I have, for what it's worth, I have Duskwalker and Psychic Stranger Society.
Actually, I have Dustwalker too. That's my bad. I don't think I put it in mine once.
And let's see. And which two items do we have on the table again?
The
Magna
I don't have them
emitter
written
and the
down.
plasma ammo.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the links I have is Scrapper Guild, Terranaut, Market Union, and Dust Dweller.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I was looking for. So you're going to be getting that nice little plus 10% bonus there. So go ahead and make your negotiation roll. Since you brought Cybel into it, Cybel's links are going to help you. You notice that he eyeballs Cybel's links.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Nice.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Now you've shown that you are the master negotiator going against the daytime master negotiator. Okay. Wow. So I'm going to have to do some math here.
Yeah,
Only
really.
one success, so plus 5%.
So wait,
Plus a
we're only
whole bunch of
selling
other
those.
stuff.
I was gonna say we're only selling those 2 items.
Yeah.
Well, we already
And
sold
the
the scrap,
scrap.
so
So
What's that?
What would
we
you
already
like?
sold the scrap. So
Yeah. So the scrap, you're just getting regular face value for the scrap.
Right, but we also had a generator, cooling coils, right?
I think the plan was to keep those.
Didn't we install those? Didn't we install those on the truck?
Well, the cooling coils is armor.
Yeah, that would be put in
mod.
somebody's
Oh.
armor
Takes
to
2
keep
hard
them nice and
points.
cool.
Oh, right.
Are
But
you cashing that
nobody-
in as well?
I mean,
I'm just saying.
I don't have too hard.
actually, I have
to-
a cooling. 1 second about the cooling coils.
Yeah, I don't have too hard points in what I'm wearing anyway.
Actually, since you guys have reclaimer suits, I mean, it seems like I would like to keep that for the future if I get some decent armor, because then I could actually scrap it during the daytime.
I mean, it is a gold mine item. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
just saying.
I was assuming you guys, when you said you were only putting the 2 of the 3 items out there, you're keeping that for yourself because that is a
Yeah.
gonzo item that everyone would
yeah,
love.
like you guys got reclaimer suits, and I really don't have anything for the heat.
Yeah.
So if
I
I
think
get
that's
some
fair.
decent armor, I would like to put that on there for myself so that I can like do like scrapping constantly, you know.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
throwing
that's
it
fair.
out there that we have those items. We also had a spare scrap tooth sword
Mm-hmm.
and a broken scrap shooter laying around as well.
I mean, well,
and
we
then
already sold our
the
scrap.
generator.
We already sold our scrap, but I mean, next time I could, if we get some scrap, I could just repair it.
Okay, just throwing it out there. So we're gonna keep the generator.
I'm fine with keeping it. What about you guys?
I mean, let's be
Sure.
honest. Why would you sell the generator here when you can sell it out of town for 5 times the going rate?
No, okay, if that's the case, then we won't sell it here.
If you really are going to sell the generator, you go out to one of the little outlier communities and you sell
Okay.
it there for mega bucks.
Okay, well then that's fine.
That's just me talking. Going for the target
Okay.
market. Okay, so what would you like for your triumph and advantages?
Oh my gosh. So we got the 5%. For unrelated boons and concessions. For the triumph, can he be like a regular vendor that maybe we always get that 5% from him, or does he have? Oh, how about
That
this?
could totally be a thing.
Does he have anything like special for sale for a decent markdown or something? Or something like basically, or take the value of it and have something equivalent that's useful. No, never mind. We need the cash. Never mind.
A
I mean, for
suggestion
that-
is
guys
you
have
could
ideas?
ask
For
for
that
a
triumph,
rumor.
he could become a regular friendly that'll give you basically like plus 20%. If you want
That's
to cash
kinda
in
what I
that
was
triumph for
thinking.
that. Until you piss him off, he'll give you plus 20%.
I'm fine with that. So yeah, let's do that, and then unrelated boons. Anybody have any ideas? I honestly don't know.
My idea is just you overhear a rumor.
Okay, so
Then some advantage to overhear a rumor of like a mission or like some scrap or something somewhere. You know?
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Or a good place
Or,
to buy some weapons at a good price.
Yeah, there we go. Like for the 4 adventures, like where's a place where we can get stuff where maybe his discount will apply because he's a friend.
Ooh, okay. So
Like he'll put in a good word for us over with this other guy who sells weapons.
okay, and he's liking the idea of like now that we've got some credits in hand, we need to know a good, respectable place to spend those credits at. And he's just like, just the place. If you go over to Copen's Emporium, it's just inside the second gate, so it's a slightly safer neighborhood. As I'm typing this out. And you tell them that Garjin sent you there, and he totally looks around, make sure nobody's really watching, and you give him this handshake, and he does this quick fist bump, and say that you're a friend of Garjin's, and I said give you a good deal. He will pass along that discount for at least the one-time purchase, at least.
Yeah, that's fair. And how much do we actually make is the question here.
Yeah, right.
That's the
He's
big
working
question.
on that.
Oh, still doing the math.
I've yet to type in the calculator, so let me type in the calculator.
See, aren't you glad I negotiated?
I
All of
never
a sudden,
doubted you.
the group realizes maybe he is a telepath.
We all
And
get
an
lucky sooner or later.
And an empath.
Cyber does not understand that.
Christ, I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, damn. I just realized I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow for work.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll let you know.
Hopefully before tomorrow.
As he totally whips out his data pad to figure things out.
Oh.
And totally has his cashier mechanical friend come out, and immediately this little square droid has cash tray. It looks almost like a slot machine with 4 legs, spider-like legs, and he swipes his pad over towards it, and the droid just gives this jingle, 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 jingle like a jackpot noise, and immediately the cash starts coming out into its little catch cup, and right off the bat you have at least $2,000 coming out.
Jesus.
As you take a moment to count it, and he looks at you and he's just like satisfied. As the final tally is 2,425 credits.
So divided among us, what's it, a 6-way split? That'll be 800 each. Aren't there? Wait, there's 6 of us total or 5 of us total?
5.
I mean,
It depends. There's only 3
Well,
of you there
Raymond's-
right now because the mechanics are back at the car.
Well,
Wink, wink,
Raymond's
nudge,
not
nudge.
here.
Was he at last session?
Does
Yeah.
the mechanic?
Okay,
Does the
well,
driver
then-
get a cut? Because was he at last session? See how we start the infighting.
No, I think
Well,
we
no,
just
it's just I
divided
didn't know
evenly.
if he'd even been in a session yet. So
It was
Yeah.
his first session last time.
Last session was his first one.
yeah, I mean, I didn't,
We don't want money sitting on a character that's never playing.
Well, if he hasn't joined the group yet, I mean that's
That's a good point.
all. But if
Well,
he
he-
if he
He
played last
sacrificed the
session,
melee weapon for us.
He was at the last session, so he's been
Yeah.
at one session.
Would you like the division 5 ways or 6 ways? I can tell you the number since I have a calculator up.
6.
I think if he's going to be joining up, he may not be here all the time, but it's only
Yeah.
fair.
Well, it's just that this week is Prime Week, so Amazon's kind of on him.
Yeah. So
So
I still think it's
divided
a
by
6-way
6
split.
ways, it's 404 credits. There must have been an error.
Okay.
So each of you have 404 credits to spend.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Got to get some discount.
Well, we do get a discount at that other guy, so
Oh, that might be just enough for what I want.
it might be. Let's see. What do I want? Shopping.
Oh, wow, I have 460 whatevers.
I was broke, so I have 404.
Yeah, I have 407. 407.
I had 56. Ooh.
With question, does unwieldy mean you need a dexterity or a strength?
Strength.
Unwieldy is the strength.
Okay.
I can't remember what the agility one is.
No, unwieldy is agility, isn't it? That means
Oh,
it's
is
like
it?
hard
Yeah,
to.
unwieldy is
Oh,
agility,
okay.
and what was the
Like
strength one?
cumbersome.
Yeah,
Cumbersome.
cumbersome.
That's what
Yeah,
it is.
cumbersome. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess
I was
over
gonna
to
say,
the
is someone
Copeland
looking
shop
at
then.
a fire blade?
Well, I was looking, but it's way out of my price range.
I'm
It's
sure it
the
is.
lightsaber of the setting.
I mean, if I get a torch finger, my salvaging will be off the charts. I mean, a torch finger with a multi-tool. I mean,
I will disassemble everything.
exactly.
All right. So we making our way to Copen's then.
Sure.
As
I'm good
salvaging
with that.
montage, as shopping montage happens.
Yep.
Ooh.
Do they have a Sona cannon?
Give me a sec. And which one are you looking for?
The Sona cannon. It's a pistol.
Yeah, let me get to the weapons section.
It's a rarity 4. Looks like. Yeah.
If it is rarity 4, then yes, they have it.
All right.
It's only 5 and above that we have to do a roll to find out.
Why the cost in scrap? Darn it.
Well, that's the credits.
Oh, okay. Well, because there's
Scrap
big ass
is-
little.
Scrap is what the money is.
Is one scrap $1 or whatever we
Yep.
have? Okay.
Like 1 credit.
Gotcha.
Scrap is the currency of the land.
And what's the superior worth? Is that 2 or something like that? Because there's
You mean
then
added,
there's
or?
I'm looking at
Or
mods.
you're looking at scrap, aren't you?
I'm looking at mods. Yeah.
Yeah, for mods, that's the amount of scrap needed to make the mod. Most of the
Oh.
shops do not have actual modders that'll do that for you.
Oh, so I can't like buy.
Yeah,
buy
you're not going to be able
mods.
to buy
Okay.
mods. You'll need to get a friend who can make mods, which you have a few friends that might make mods.
Yeah.
And you don't have any
Gotcha.
superior scrap, so it's not in the joy right now.
Okay,
mean-
so could I conceivably go to the scrap mods page and like buy what is needed for it, and then one of our mechanics can put it on?
Unfortunately, superior scrap is rare.
No, I mean the regular ones.
Oh yeah, the regular ones, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So we're getting 20% on our purchase then.
Yep, if you get a 20% discount.
Okay. So that's $85 off. Yay.
Hell yeah.
And this is you all put your purchases on the table and you give that friendly handshake for a one-time discount.
Yep.
As everyone starts chipping in their coinage.
All right. So let's see.
How much each?
404.
Yeah, sorry. I tuned out and walked away for a while because I am not the sell person.
Yeah, no. Neither am I, really. I mean, a little bit, but not good ways. I can coerce or what do I got? Coerce or deception, but
I can punch people real good.
Okay.
all right. I feel
Ooh, that
better
would
now.
be nice. Yeah.
I can have a real
We
fight
probably
now.
need some comm devices or some sort. But I'll throw in I'll throw in for the mech kit, which reduces mechanics rolls by 1 difficulty.
Tell you what, I'll split that with you.
Aw, look at you guys making sure old Blue stays on the road.
More like making sure we
Sideville,
still
how
have
about you?
AC.
You willing to put in on this too?
What's up?
The mech kit lowers the difficulty of a mechanics roll.
Oh,
Right now it's 300 split between two. If you want to in on it, that's fine too. I mean, not like we won't let you
As
use it. But
Cybel's like, Cybel would like the repairing.
it would be nice, whoever's using it, pitch in.
yeah, I can pitch in. So that's 3 ways then.
Yeah.
So that's 100 each.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Then,
good with that.
I can't find anything in like radios or communication devices.
There's the hi-fi radio cuff.
Yeah.
The hi-fi radio
which
cuff.
is
Okay.
a bit expensive.
Is that
Yeah,
the only one?
Yeah.
Think of all the ambient interference
Yeah.
in the planetary. So it's a very high frequency cuff. But yeah, your vehicle has a radio in it that does work.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're not in it or when you're separated, it'd be kind of useful.
Oh yeah, well, what I'm saying is that way they can call you guys to spend your money for you at this one-time discount.
Yeah.
As thankfully the Emporium has a little bit of everything, unless it's rarity 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we have to roll to see if it's still in stock.
You know what? I'll take a radio cuff too.
Oh, so I see. If this would be twice what is listed here.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it scares me, whatever it is.
I'm just talking about the scrap mods. It says
Oh.
like 200 scrap. That means it would be 400 credits.
Because it's superior scrap, right?
No, that's just the regular. It said 1 scrap is worth 2 credits.
Yeah.
So if I'm buying the thing that says 100 scrap, it's 200 credits. And then I need somebody to install it.
I can install it, that's fine. And if somebody wants to help me out, I can,
Yeah.
Like I have two yellow plus 2 green, and I'm thinking of maybe upping it right now. I'm not sure.
All right, let's see here.
What do you guys think? Three yellow mechanics would be good?
It wouldn't hurt. I mean, I'm 2 yellow and a green right now, so.
You know what?
But
I'll just spend the XP on it. Just up it up once. Why not?
Yeah, but Snickly Widget is more like the backup for a lot of things.
Yeah. Okay.
He doesn't excel at a lot, but he's better than average at
There we
mechanics, driving, gunning. It's
3 yellow and a green in mechanics. I can mechanic. Let's see. Okay. So there is one thing I was thinking of getting, but I don't have enough cash if I help with the
Is it the scrap saw?
Yeah, I was thinking of the scrap saw.
All right.
So begins the negotiation.
So again, we're getting a 20% discount, right?
Yeah, no, so it'll be 400.
Yeah. So I got 100 credits I can toss around for whatever we need.
I mean, if you give me that, then I'll have 15 credits left over, and then I have a scrap saw.
Yeah.
Which, that would be very useful because then it makes my salvaging a lot better.
Yeah, I'll throw in for that.
Yeah, I can.
Alrighty. Cool. Then, gracias.
And who's our other salvager?
Again, that would be. Where is Salvage?
Isn't it a cunning thing?
I've got 1 yellow and 2 green in it.
That's not bad. Dave, how about you?
I'm just 3 green.
Okay.
Again, he's like the assistant for everything.
Yeah, mine is 2 yellow and a green right now, so.
So I mean, eventually we're gonna want to outfit all 3 of you with scrap saws.
But
Yeah,
having
just-
at least the
One.
me with
Yeah.
one,
The main.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean the fact that it
Yeah.
reduces a check and it removes a black, you know,
The nice thing
and
is
not
having 3 people salvage instead of 1 is more loot.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Or
So
okay, I can get a scrap saw, or there's another option we can go down. Okay, I could get, since you have reclamator suits, right? You guys would
Yeah.
be able to basically scrap the full time. If I get some
It's
armor and then
well,
I
longer.
mod
Yeah.
the cooling tubes to it, I could just be scrapping during the day too. There is that I could do.
Are you
But if
are
I
you
did, but if
affected by
I,
the heat fully? I can't remember now.
yes, I do short circuit.
Okay, James, I have a quick question for you. Let's see. For the weapons, I have a staff. I'm trying to find it, but I don't think it's in here. I want a staff that can use both sides. Like they have them in Star Wars, where it has like link, where it can strike with both ends. Is there such a thing that I can get, or is that not?
I think for that, it's the talents you'd want to look at to get that.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a talent for that. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
talents give you the ability to do
Oh,
that kind of
okay.
stuff.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Because some, like in Star Wars, some of them, like the double-bladed or double-ended things, had it. But okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was kind of looking for. But that's okay.
Rope specs. How much are
So-
rope?
So what do you guys think? Should I get
Rope
the scrap
five.
saw,
Five a
or should
pop.
I actually get some armor?
Okay, so that's yeah.
It's 20 before discount.
Okay.
One thing I've learned from D&D and literally anything ever: rope.
Rope.
Always have rope.
Yeah, I have rope on me, 100%.
Do you guys have torches? You might want to get some torches.
I do
I'm
have a
buying-
torch.
Somebody dropped theirs.
I dropped mine. I'm buying a new one.
Someone needs to replace lost gear.
Yeah, I do have a torch, so I am good on that. Wait, but should I buy a scrap saw, or should I just buy some armor and then put the cooling tubes on so that I can just be scrapping?
Get the scrap saw.
Scrap saw.
Okay,
I would
scrap
say
saw.
get the armor, but that's me.
Well, it depends. You have no combat abilities, right?
No, what I was gonna get.
So you run away from armor or from combat, so don't worry about it.
Well,
No, but
the
he's
thing
got to
is,
be able to survive the heat.
Yeah, I
He
know.
wants the armor to put the.
well, no,
cool-
the thing is, I do
tubes
have
on.
3 agility, so it's not like I can't shoot for anything.
Here's the
And
other
I
thing.
do have 1 upgrade in it, just in case.
James,
Hmm.
how would the scrap saw be used as a weapon?
I mean, it could be, but I don't know.
Yeah,
what
but
I
I mean,
wanna
what
use
would
it.
its? Yeah, but
Right.
if need be, what would its stats be?
The problem being the scrap saw would be hard to wield as a weapon.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
again, in
Like-
case it's needed.
It would
Yeah.
be ridiculous, you know.
Yeah, but
Like
that's
it's
not,
literally an angle grinder.
You
Right.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
really not the
much.
point of his armor. The point of the armor is the cool.
No, I'm just saying
so
it-
that he can
it's
scrap
basically
all
if
day.
Cybele ever needs to use it, you know.
Right.
I mean,
but,
if I need to fight, I do have a scrap shooter,
Oh,
so
well,
I
never
could.
mind then.
yeah.
Yeah, like I
Yeah,
have a
just saying
scrap shooter.
now is
We
with
got
his
some
inclement
from the
weather, he
grinders.
can't scrap for shit.
Yeah.
the
I'm
saw-
not a scrapper
So
myself.
the saw becomes actually mute point if he can't use it for.
That's
Yeah.
why my vote would be the armor, because that way it keeps Cybele in operation, as opposed to operating better.
Yeah.
As someone
and
who
that-
spent
and we'll
3
get
days out in the
that-
Arizona heat doing
Well,
fireworks.
We'll
Cybele
get the
doesn't.
saw later.
Yeah. The other thing is we also have that spare set of that spare reclamat suit, which will add a one soak if need be. But I'm just saying,
Yeah. No,
it's,
he
that's
wants.
just an option. That's just an option.
No,
I
but he
mean-
wants armor. He has to get the armor that has 2 hard points, so he can put the cool
Yeah.
tubes on.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what?
the tricky part.
Answer,
Yeah, the only
do
one
whatever
with
you
enough
want.
hard points is combat armor. That's
Do whatever you want. Don't worry about the scrap saw right now.
Yeah, I'm sure we can get one later. But yeah, if you can,
Shit,
without
we could
it,
probably
scrap
make
longer. If you could scrap longer, that's probably better.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, you're basically putting a mini fridge in the back of the armor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so the only armor then I could get that I could do that with is combat armor.
Mm-hmm.
Which is 600.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the armor is sucking here.
Could sell that
Okay,
spare
there we
Reclamat
go.
suit.
Let's see. It would cost
Yeah, but then again,
$480 for it
Well,
with that 20% discount.
I do have the micro tees
I got
armor
a few.
that.
I got a few extra credits I could throw that way.
Well,
If
And
I
they
if I
would
use all my
definitely
armor.
trade you a Reclamate suit for the
Oh,
armor.
no,
They
I'm
would
wearing
trade
that.
you
Never mind.
that shit one for one on that.
For what?
They would trade the reclamation suit for the armor 1-for-1 on that. There would be no losing half value because you're selling
Half value, yeah.
it. And they're like, we will take that brand new suit and give you this suit of armor.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so I got what I got up there. I'll need a mechanic to install the refractive plating on my armor and enhance parts on my staff. Those will both need an average roll.
Yeah, I'll do that in a moment. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah.
So
just an average roll.
Yeah. So
And
are you guys
with
fine
the mech
with?
suit?
Are you
or
guys
with the
fine
mech
with
kit?
me trading a Reclamate suit for combat armor?
Are you
Well,
gonna
that would have
do it?
gone to Raymond's character, so that's
Yeah, that's true. But then again, he doesn't scrap.
True. He can hang out in the
Like-
car with me.
Yeah, like I mean,
but-
he doesn't scrap. He's kind of like a bodyguard, to be fair.
Well, but
Too
Which
bad he
means
can't
that he would
stand out
actually
in the
have to
heat
go
and guard
out,
your
too.
body.
yeah, which means
No,
he
no,
needs
that's
to
the
be
thing.
there
I
with
would-
you to do that.
Well,
we can just sell my Reclamat suit.
I mean,
again, it wouldn't hurt to have
Because
it.
he never goes anywhere, but
Yeah, I never leave the truck.
Yeah, but again,
actually, the thing is, if it's a 1-for-1 trade, then I can also get that scrap saw. Then I could afford the scrap saw.
You would be able to get the scrap saw and the combat armor. Yes.
Yeah.
again, you know him best. If you think he'll give it up for you, go for it.
Because he's actually currently wearing the whatchamacallit armor.
Microlatus.
He's got the scrap. He's got heavy scrap armor on right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought he had Microlatus. Oh, he gave that away.
I have that. He gave that to me. He gave that to me, and because he wanted the heavy scrap because it's 2 soak.
Yeah,
So that's the
right,
armor
that's right.
he currently has.
Mhm.
I mean, if you guys are fine with the trade, I think we should do it.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So we'll buy the scrap saw, we'll trade 1-for-1, and then I will install the cooling. But first I need to get Evan's installs done.
Yeah. Just don't
two
script
average
the
rolls.
installs.
Two average rolls?
So everyone
Yep,
has,
2 average
Hey,
rolls.
hey! We got the mech kit that lowers it 1.
It's true.
Hey,
Are
it
you
does.
willing to let him risk breaking the mech kit? Just saying. It can always
Over
run out,
wasting-
don't forget.
That's what it's
Over-
for.
Yeah,
That's what it's
over
for.
wasting money that we just spent. Yeah.
You guys, it's just an average, and I have 3 yellow and a green
Okay.
mechanics, okay? I think we're going to be fine.
So just
Sure, okay.
outside his emporium, you're gonna bust open the kit and start working on the mod for the
No,
weapon.
we'd go back to the front. They'd go
No,
back
we
go
would
back
go
to-
back to Johannes.
Okay.
Cybone
well,
is
yeah,
intelligent enough for
So
that.
we have so they're in the garage type thing.
Yeah. So Johannes will give you
Yeah, we
blue
go back
dice.
to the
That's why I was
cafe.
just checking.
Okay, so
Well,
Johannes
that
give us
the 2.
so a blue dice. Kevin, would you like to help me out with modding?
Yeah, sure.
Do I get another
course.
blue dice? Okay, so that would
Well,
be two blue
Kevin
dice.
is busy doing the repairs. See?
Oh, okay.
I'll help because it's like I'm getting it. I'll look over his shoulder and help and add a blue.
Okay. Many hands. Many hands.
True. Many hands.
Okay, so go ahead and make
Too
your
many
average
cooks in the
roll.
kitchen.
So yeah, the first one is a refractive plating for armor.
So
Refractive
you're
plating,
working on
got
his
it.
armor suit.
Uh,
Okay. Succeeded. Pretty quick job. No fuss, no
Uh-huh.
muss.
And the
Jeez.
second one is enhanced parts, basically like, making my, I want to use the bow staff, and so make that a little bit better with the enhanced parts.
Okay. You ready, James?
Hold on.
Is it gonna click again? Goodness
Of course,
gracious.
of course. Now you got all the points. Come on.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
doing this. Ready?
Yep.
A.
Oh boy.
And I would like to take those 2 advantages and give myself a blue.
Okay.
For his
So
own.
Yeah,
He's in
to
the zone.
to mon my own gear.
He's in the zone on his own gear.
okay. Oh! Look at somebody making sure that the upgrade was picked for the right side this time.
Yeah. Also because of the 3 upgrades being done, this is the important one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
it's not that important.
Okay, so we got that. We got a blue. Would you like
mean,
to
it's
help
pretty-
me out, Sir Gideon, once more?
You mean me, Thorn? I'll help out
Oh,
again.
Thorn. Yeah,
Since
sorry,
you're-
my
since-
bad.
Yeah, I'll help.
Whoops.
Okay, go
Cybele
for
is
it.
a bit hot. Okay.
Oh!
Wow.
See, you should have used the mech kit.
He was using the mech kit. That's why he only had 1 purple.
Oh,
That's rough.
damn. Well, at least he didn't break the
Ah.
mech kit.
So I guess I don't install it on there, but I
so
don't break it or anything.
You
It just
don't, for 3 advantages, it won't be broken if you'd like to spend them that way.
yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yes.
So for 3 advantages, you did not break it, but you did not install it.
I will then let's see, 2 advantages left over. Well, I guess I will give
You learned from your mistakes the first time, so you get a blue on the next attempt.
yeah. Blue on my next attempt.
Blue on your next attempt, huh? You're gonna try it again?
Realize the errors that you
Yes. And that's just so you don't flip it this time.
Look at you taking that hint and hitting that button. Okay, go ahead and make your roll.
There you
Oh,
go.
wow.
Hey!
Go.
made. Now it's even more efficient.
Wow.
You know what'd be really cool with that triumph?
Hmm?
If that mod only took up 1 hard point instead of 2.
Ooh, that would be a really good use for it.
That would be interesting as hell.
It's your
learned from
points
your
to
first-
spend.
And then that would be 3 hard points left over. Oh,
Exactly. You could do a lot with that.
you
I
could
mean,
do it.
you've got the advantages and the triumph to spend. What would you like to spend it on?
I think, yeah, I'll take Joseph's suggestion with the triumph and do that.
Okay, so it takes 1 less hard point for the modification.
Yes.
Mainly
and
because you semi-disassembled it last time when it didn't work to reassemble it back on there. Only better.
And 5 advantage. Jeez, I don't know what I could do with that. Huh.
Improvements to the mech kit, so it always adds a blue forever now.
Well, advantage is temporary buffs. Triumphs
Yeah.
is, a little more permanent.
I guess with the advantages, I know that. Let me check one thing.
I love he's checking something. Drama.
You find the 10mm ratchet socket that was fucking missing, and is the reason that we couldn't fix the goddamn crits.
Could could I use those advantages to, when I come back, give myself some blues so that I can help repair the vehicle?
No, that would be related to your armor mods, not going and fixing the truck.
Honestly, I would just use the suggestion it gives.
It does give a really good series of suggestions.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see. What does the superior quality give?
Basically like an extra soak.
I mean, I'm good with that for the rest of the session. An extra soak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
let's see.
temporarily will have it will have superiority for 3 of those, but then you still have 2 advantage left over.
2 advantage.
I mean, I know what I'll throw it as a suggestion. I would totally say give me a blue on my next resilience check because it's for the cooler.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's what
yeah, that's a
I
good
would
one.
throw out there. Is make sure my ass don't fry in that desert.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Nobody likes a hot hard drive in the desert.
True.
Still running on hard drives? Haven't gone to solid state?
Let's see. By the way, at the
At least
Emporium,
they're not mainframes.
by the way, at the Emporium, could I sell my other armor that I have? It's scrap armor, so it's not that much, but
Let's see. You'd want to sell the scrap armor? Let's see. Are we
Yeah, it's a
talking the
scrap
scrap suit?
Yeah.
So yeah, they would totally give you 25 credits for it.
Or could
I
we
mean, that's
we at some point disassemble it into scrap? Just raw
Right.
scrap.
You could totally
actually
do
if,
that.
if we disassemble it to raw scrap, we could just use it for ammunition.
Exactly. Or for
actually,
Shove the
whatever
gloves
we need.
and the boots in the barrel of the cannon.
I mean, actually, that's a better idea. I think I'll do that instead.
You'd be
Turn the
like,
cannon into a giant blunderbuss.
here's a helmet and
Pretty
2
much.
gloves. Shove them in the barrel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much
so,
all it is.
Do you want a mechanics check to disassemble that?
What's that?
Do you want a mechanics check to disassemble the armor, or?
No. You could just break it down into 5 scrap.
Okay, 5 scrap. Got it. I'll put that somewhere.
We'll put it on the ship or on the truck.
Yep.
I feel,
Cool. 5 scrap.
I feel much better prepared now. Bring on the desert.
Right?
As all of a sudden you guys are getting super cocky now that you're equipped.
Of course.
Well, we're better than we were.
And the best thing is that your mod boss has taken care of you.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, we got a day or 2 of
Good pal.
downtime, right, to refresh. But what are we thinking about doing after that? We gotta pick up another mission. Make
I
some
mean, if
money.
you guys are willing to spend like 30, credits, you could totally get yourself a spa day to get all 100% up, except for crits, of course.
Do I have any crits?
I mean, I don't need to spend that
Nope.
because I'm good.
Yeah.
Actually, I am completely good too.
I've only have
So
4
my-
wounds, so which probably healed.
I just have
already.
to get rid of two strain.
Which
Well, I'm
yeah.
assuming from the time the strain's gone, 1 wound would have healed by now.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Or strain too, I assume.
Yeah, strain would be full up.
Yeah, so I'm fine.
Though that said, our gnome friend, I remember, was severely injured.
Was he?
Well, he ran up the tower and then got chased down the tower.
Well, I don't have his character sheet, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we might want to chip in to get him a day at the spa.
Well, actually, we just gave him 400 credits. He can buy his own day at the spot.
Wow.
Well, I can tend to him while we're,
The
True.
fire guard.
You'll be like, just sleep it off.
Well,
Sleep it off.
How
Fair's
long-
fair.
James, how long was the drive back?
The drive
2
back
days.
was 2 days.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, I will have tended to him with Riki at least once or twice.
According to this, he's taken 14 wounds.
Yeah, I remember he was pretty fucked up.
Okay.
Wow.
Was
And
he still
apparently,
walking?
remember, he strained out when he jumped and failed, and you guys
Yep.
dragged him in.
Yeah.
He was knocked out from that. But yeah, he was at 14 wounds. He was seriously jacked up. As you guys have been leaving him in the back of the truck this whole time, in his
Well,
little.
now, like I said, 2 days driving in, I would have Riki'd him both
Yeah.
days.
Okay, so he's been Riki back to
freaky.
0.
Freaky Riki.
Yeah, that's why I asked. I'm like, wait a minute, wouldn't we have been like trying to heal up and stuff?
Yeah, I would have been healing him. I'm a nice guy that way. That's kind of what I do.
I'm like, let me see if he's got any crits. And he's got a
Probably.
crit. He is
Does
stunned.
he?
Yep.
Oh,
Well, at least you healed him up physically. The crit, well, he's gonna have to deal with that.
well, I can heal the crit.
You can try to heal the crit. I mean,
I can give you a blue with my natural medicinal knowledge.
natural medicinal knowledge.
I don't think that helps with my healing.
I mean, it would add a blue, but not with Riki because it's magical healing.
Let's see.
Cyber doesn't understand this magical healing.
Restoration. Let's see. Select one ongoing status effect. Nope. Heal crit. There we go. Select one critical injury. The target is suffering. If the check is successful, critical injury is healed. Looks like a. Let me see if I remember the chart. Mod +2 purple.
So 3 purple or 2
So
purple?
3 purple. And it's +4 psychic strain.
Oof.
But like I said, I had done that on the trip in. So
Okay. Let's see how well your healing went.
all right, here we go.
How well can Riki work on a genome?
Apparently not very well.
Clean wash.
Oh,
Needless
Wow.
to say, you've given great massages, but not rehealed the crit.
No, it's not. You don't touch people with Riki. It's energy. You just have put your hands around them and stuff.
it's tantric.
It's not touching. It's just putting your hands on them.
It's
It is.
tantric.
It's you're holding your. I've seen Riki. They don't
Mhm.
touch. It's
Yeah,
energy
usually
from
there's
the
like
hands.
an inch to 3 away. You know, it's, as long as your heat can be felt, it's working.
Yeah, I don't want to touch one of those people. No.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow. Kidding.
You got a problem with Smurfs? Nobody remembers what a Smurf is, but they call the Nomi Smurf.
No. Oh well. I
Okay,
tried.
so needless to say, he does still sport that critical injury.
We'll deal with it when he's back.
So
Alright.
you guys basically spend a day or two between modding, shopping, getting the car fixed, you know, trying to heal your friend.
Our friend who
Good.
does heal 1 hit point per day.
Uh-huh.
James, would
Yeah.
it take me that whole time to mod everybody's stuff?
Probably not that whole time.
Or
Why?
would I be able to make like one mechanic check on the car to see if I could help it out?
At this point, we'll say enough's been done on it critical wise to take, you know, you can't just keep retrying to do the crit. I mean, if you
Yeah.
want to, you can. It's just going to be more difficult because more people have been trying to work on it.
You could heal the system strain that I caused with a
Could I try doing that?
Oh yeah, you could totally do that. That'd be just an easy mechanics check.
Okay. Cool. I'm ready when you are.
Go for it.
hope for advantages. Yeah.
Hey, there you go. As you're just like, what did you guys do? It was rattled. Now it's more rattled.
Cybele is confused by the system strain that has occurred.
Don't worry about it.
So on the plus side, in the little shopping montage that happened, your drivers can totally confirm that your mod boss totally sent 2 rigs to go check out the location. They already left town yesterday afternoon to go verify what you said is there. Let's hope they go to the right place and can verify it. I hate if they get lost and then come back and say, "Boss, there ain't shit out there."
Right.
I totally doubt that's even gonna happen. And conveniently, while you guys were keeping an ear out for work, you do have 2 options for a job. If you're interested, that there is a job to come out over here where the number 1 is on the map. Let me get my pointer out so I can ping it.
So back out where we were.
Back out in a general
Not quite as far.
direction where you guys are already there, only closer, is apparently a Oasis Cache. Basically, there's a mining a water rig that, even though it's infected water, it's still usable because it's water. But there's a cache out there that a group would love for you guys to go out and pick up the supplies that they left, that they were supposedly going to use when they got back, but they are opting to cash out and go somewhere different. The issue is that some of the native life in the desert is cranky. Basically, they had sight of
Beetles, great.
some sandworms and some of the other aggressive desert predators. It may be the exact same thing at the tower, that it was the fire beetles, But they're saying they definitely saw a sign of a excuse me.
Worm sign.
They saw worm sign out there from the sandworms. And that's one job. There may be a stranded survivor at the cache. They're kind of vague about whether the person was left dead or alive.
Wow.
Some crews are just total dicks, I guess.
Glad we're
No
not part
whammies,
of
no
that
whammies,
crew.
no whammies. Come on, dead guy. We can take your stuff.
And if you guys
Glad
go
we're
there
not
and
part of that crew.
salvage, you can totally have any of the perishables, which includes some water, food, and medical supplies. They just need the industrial equipment brought back. Basically,
That's
the
number 1, right?
drilling gear. Yeah, that's number 1.
Yeah.
Number
For how
2,
much?
well, they're
For how
giving you
much?
free access, and then if you'd like to negotiate, if you'd like to follow up on this, these are just offers.
Okay.
If you want to go talk to these people, you can.
Okay.
And
Didn't know if there's a
negotiate.
value mentioned or not.
Nope,
Okay.
not yet. I'm assuming you guys will want to negotiate when you get there to talk with them. Or there's a guy that totally knows that you want to go out to the crater. Remember where those pilgrims wanted to be dropped off? Too bad they've already found a bus to drive them out there. That supposedly somebody is saying that there is a Onai ruin of some kind, a very small ruin, like just a single building that's been uncovered in the desert. And there's some kind of, they don't know for sure, but they're calling it a relic there that they're paying to have some folks go and retrieve. The information that you're vaguely getting before you actually talk to somebody and get some more things is apparently it does have some rusters around it. They don't seem outwardly aggressive. But the folks who discovered the site totally said, we don't want to piss them off, and just walked by, and are sort of like with you guys selling your ruins location, or basically selling the location, and they're just wanting a percentage of the haul.
What percentage?
They're wanting a 30% share of anything brought back.
That's not bad. Especially if it is a ruin.
Right.
Yep. And now that we got the suits, we can actually stay there longer too.
And since it's a fraction of what we bring back, if we get driven off by rusters, we're not in the hole.
Yeah.
Right.
And as I'm sure Saibo will point out, you do know the crater is here with the religious fanatics. There's a storm shepherd there with his people. You could probably negotiate for shelter there if need be.
Yeah.
Maybe I could probably talk down what he's what his percentage is.
Try it.
I mean,
I'm all
I
If you
for it.
want me to try.
like we can, but frankly, I think 30% is fine.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
I mean, if you come
All
back
right,
with
we'll take
nothing,
it.
they get nothing.
Like we don't got to negotiate every single thing.
Yeah. I mean,
That's true. That's true.
30% is fair. I mean, just look at you guys with your offering. 30% of I'm telling you where on the map the treasure is, and it's only 2 days drive away.
Yeah.
2 bad navigation days away.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
As you miss
It's
your
1
shot.
day's
Do it.
travel. It's
Fair enough.
2 days drive
Let's
and
do
6
it.
weeks navigation.
It's more of a spiral. When we hit the jungle, we've gone too far. And hey, it is within eyesight of the jungle in case anyone's wanting to be interested and poke their head near it.
I mean, I am. I'm always interested in that. Absolutely.
I mean, I'm just
Mhm.
curious about man-eating freaking trees.
I'm interested in anything that can live on this fucking planet.
Right? And the way they do that is they're flesh-eating trees.
Yep.
The fact that
All right.
everything's got parasites.
So tally ho then.
Tally-ho.
Sounds like
Sounds like we're doing
number
that one.
Tuesday.
The deuce.
I mean, we should still talk to the guys and see if there's any additional information they might have
Oh,
that
sure.
wasn't included. Because I doubt they just, put out the coordinates saying, "Hey, bring us back 30% of whatever you get."
Yep. They just
Well,
posted
right,
the
I mean-
job. You need to go in town and talk to them. I mean,
Yeah, we got to
depends.
finalize and tell them we're doing it.
If you go to this one, actually, it's outside of town. If you go to the number 1, it's inside town.
I don't have a problem outside town.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
Yep, let's do it too.
Okay, so you guys are
Yep,
going
let's
to
go.
Do it.
the what is referred to as the relic.
The
Okay, so
Yeah.
you guys, I'm assuming you're spending the cash to refresh your water and all that good stuff.
Yeah, we also probably need to refuel, don't we?
Yeah.
How much is the water?
So if you want to do the water and fuel, you can easily get it for 200 credits.
Holy cow.
And that's if your mod boss is providing it. He's giving you
I
a
got
knockoff
15
on
credits.
price.
I
You can
got
always put it on your tab. He's willing to trust you guys. I mean, he give you a loan for your rig. He'll let you put it on the tab.
I'd say the tab because then it splits it evenly between everybody, but that's just me.
Yeah, that's good with me.
Yeah.
Okay, he's totally
Sure.
willing
Okay, that
to
works.
give you it on credit because he trusts you guys and loves you like cousins. Not quite brothers and sisters. But cousins.
We're cousins. It's cousin
Well, I'm
love,
like-
you might say.
well,
One of
like
the
his son,
security
though, right?
guys,
Hey,
one of
I
the
got a
security-
cousin I'd rather strangle than talk to, so
Yeah, but
Okay,
you still gotta
Chicago.
one of the
I guess
security
I'm
guys
like the
comments
step
that
cousin.
didn't he have his
If you
cousin
met her, you'd
staked out in the
understand, Joseph.
desert?
I'm like a son though, right?
Nope, not like a son.
Okay.
I'm like a step
Yeah.
cousin.
The redheaded stepchild, maybe.
Yeah. But hey, he likes me. All right, so we have more
The little
credit to give them.
circle there.
Okay.
Anything you guys are gonna buy or do before you leave town for this?
I think I'm all good.
I don't think so.
I'm good now.
I'm good.
Okay,
gotta-
so you're gonna need to go out of town, out to one of the little, Dustwalker areas where they got little small communities built out outside of town. Damn, dust people. Oh wait, more than
Hey.
half the group are dust people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a
gonna say.
ghost person.
So you guys
Yeah.
totally go to the like lean-to wreckage where a couple families are living out there in the desert, meeking it by. And those of you that have your links loud and proud showing, they totally give you like just one glance, look at your link, and then they pretty much ignore you. They let you do about your business. You hear like one of them talking about checking on dinner or something.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you totally find, exactly who you're looking for. You're like, hey, we're looking for Josai. And they're like, hey, Josai is over here. and you see this old timer. He's got salvage sled and a little robot dog mech that's with him that pulls the little sled, and a big wide brim, hat, and he's got his duster gear on, pulls out, even while he's sitting there boiling some water in sunlight with a magnifying glass. He totally, just looks up at you guys and pulls his mask and goggles off because waste not, want not with moisture.
Yep.
And he just says, come sit, share some food with me. Are you the people that was sent to find the relic?
We're considering picking up the job, yeah.
Considering. I'll have to consider telling you much until I know for sure you're taking the job.
We just need the information.
Just any deets around what we might be running into.
I'm assuming the Scrappers Guild told you how much I was wanting to make on the job, right?
Yep. We have no problem with that. A fair rate.
I walk all and down this desert. I've seen things you wouldn't believe. Beetles big enough to carry a man and a woman in its mandibles and charge off. Worms that just make riggers disappear. Sands for as far as the eye can see, full of the black explosive sands. I've set off a few fields of Ingnum in my life. As he starts to eat this gruelish looking food he is making, and totally offers you all the same spoon.
Yeah.
So I found a temple of the Onai out over by this Storm Shepherd's little flock where they've been using an old crater as their home to get out of the sun and the winds and the heat that burns like the sun.
Okay.
They didn't believe me when I said there was a relic right outside their community practically.
How'd you find it?
I was just walking about. I heard their noise and walked in that general direction, and then came across, after a big windy day, you know how the winds have been bad the last couple weeks. Like, not always bad. I saw some stones, and then I started digging around these actual rock stones, and some of them fell down into the ground, and I found out that the ruins I found was merely like the peak of a building that was long buried by sand. And down below, I saw when I put some lights down there, thanks to old C4 over there. And he points to his little mechanical dog that just does some steppy steps when he mentions his name. That all of a sudden, some rusters woke up when we were going down on the winch. And you totally see that on his little mechanical dog. It's got a couple winches on both sides of it with cable. Probably enough
Nice.
to lower one person up or down, or to strap extra sleds to, but not enough to like do crazy lifting. And I saw that there was a very, very sizable piece, and he totally waves you guys closer so nobody else in the general vicinity will hear him. And he totally waits for you guys to get close.
Yep, lean in.
A very sizable piece of biolumicron, glowing with that strange yellow, orange, amber glow that it has. And you don't need me to explain how valuable that stuff is. I mean, if somebody could get a chunk of that, about that size, they could set themselves up pretty well inside the colonies. I mean, that soft orange rock is better than worth twice its weight in water. The good stuff.
Yeah. And what dangers did you witness there?
Well, like I said, and he stops and thinks for himself and counts on his fingers really quick. There was about a dozen rusters, but only 2 or 3 that we saw moving about.
Okay. Well,
And if someone would like to do a negotiation check,
That would not be
take
me.
I got that. What are we negotiating? Just
no, this is for you guessing the price of what he's talking about.
okay. For the biolumicron, is that what you said?
Uh huh.
Mhm.
All right. Are you all set?
Yep, it's all set.
Aw.
You know when he's what you've heard of biolumicron. Dead biolumicron, which looks like regular Earth amber because it doesn't glow anymore because it's literally inert, it's burned out. That stuff goes for like very marble size piece can go for like 100 to 200 credits. Bigger pieces like a softball can go for like 900 credits. The living stuff is ridiculously expensive. Like that a golf ball size piece is super rare and can be sold for a lot of credits. We're talking a couple thousand credits.
So he's saying there's like a huge thing of it.
Yep.
There's a large chunk, and he's pointing out, with his hands, it's looking like maybe 2 volleyballs put together size chunk.
Hey,
I'm wondering if he's exaggerating that just
Dave?
a little bit.
yeah, but any of it's good.
True.
I was going to say, if you'd like, would you like to give me a vigilance check to see if he's lying?
Actually, I might want to do a. Let me see. I was thinking more about doing just an empathy check
You're going
to
to
get
touch the
his
old guy?
state of. Well, I can do it from a distance for a little more difficulty. Let me see here. What was it I wanted to do? All right, let's see.
He's the negotiator and the guy that feels out the people.
Well,
Okay, telepath.
I was
Yep.
gonna say I could do it too, but
Sniggly shared the page number on
Yeah, I'm looking at it right
biolumicron.
now.
even the
Oh,
the
that
dead
one.
stuff has a use.
It's pretty. I mean, if you'd even want to sell it, I mean, it is one of those things that maybe you just want to keep it. And if there's a living piece in this hole, who knows what else could be down that hole?
right.
Because that tells you that someone has not gone in and salvaged this ruin.
Let's put it this way: it enhances ESOs a lot,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ethos would
and
love to
computers,
Okay,
and
so
From what he's describing, that chunk could be broken down into 2 average size pieces. If he's correct in his assumption. I mean, even psychics
Okay.
like that shit.
yeah, I just want to see just use empathy just to get an idea of if he really believes what he's saying or if he's maybe exaggerating a little bit. So I can just kind of get his intent with
Look
it.
at you thinking a desert coot might just be an old coot. So
Well,
what's
just want to make
what's
sure.
your difficulty there?
It will be 2 purples.
2 purples.
And you flipped already, right?
Yep.
The preemptive flip. All right, I'll give it a shot just to see what his intentions are.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're basically getting from him that y'all are gonna be rich, is what you're feeling.
All right.
You'll be rich. He'll be rich. He'll be living in a city with a roof. He will be enjoying fresh water once a day.
And he'll have wood cabinets.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got nothing from him. So,
Alright.
What would you
So
like
we'll-
for 3 advantage?
what would I like for the 3 advantage? So I for 3 advantage, does he have any other knowledge about that could give us some sort of a leg up, like something that could give us an edge going in?
You definitely get the idea that he is concerned about the rusters down below. That he felt like there may be more than he saw down below.
Mm-hmm.
Because as like he said to you guys, he went down on a cable, saw a bunch of
Yeah.
rusters, couple woke up, and he went back up on the cable. I mean, the dude's got a couple weapons, but he's not strapped to take on, rusters or get into an actual fight. Especially a lone man out in the desert with his mech dog.
Alright.
You get hurt,
Okay.
you die out there like that.
Yeah, so we taking the job then?
I think so.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're in.
Cybele
Okay.
agrees.
Alright.
I mean,
I
hey,
guess
you could
that-
always stop off and meet the Storm Shepherd over there too. I mean,
Alright.
What's the Storm Shepherds like in terms of their relationship with dust? So are they generally regarded as just a bunch of kooks, or
each Storm
is there
Shepherd's
something
got its
legit there?
own interpretation of what the power of this planet is, because they're basically really powerful psychics that are bent in some way in their head. So from Storm Shepherd to Storm Shepherd, their quote unquote religion changes a lot. So one could totally be, a cult of personality. The other could be someone who actually believes the psychic energy on this planet is actually meant to evolve human and Essos kind. And, they want to be good and benevolent to their fellow humans. Or others could totally be the power is for us and us alone. Only the chosen can rule.
Okay.
So we
Yeah.
don't. So we don't know until we run into them.
So kooks.
Think about it as religion on Earth. That you never know what you're getting with your spiritual leader. You could totally run
Yeah.
into a benevolent guru who wants to teach everyone psychic powers and thinks everyone deserves psychic powers. I mean,
Does this guy know anything about him?
Oh, you ask him about them.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, the Storm Shepherd, he's a quirky one. He and his followers sing and dance until they pass out from the heat and take shelter in the ruins that they have down there. A few old vehicles that once took shelter in the crater they use for shelter from the winds and the sun, but they're total kooks. They got no sense. They dance out in the sun and the heat when you should be down in the shade and the shelter. They worship when the winds howl at their loudest. And it was their group chorus of howls in the windstorm that made me go that direction. I thought I was following somebody in needing help that was injured, or some sand beast that was dying, and then I found out it was these kooks out there just wailing in the sunshine at high noon. Who goes out during high noon? That's what idiots do. That's what the city dwellers do, because they can afford to go back indoors. And all of you dusters are like, yup.
Mm-hmm.
This Storm Shepherd and his flock like to worship the sun at its hottest. I don't give them more than a week or two before the sun and the sand claims them all. Then I'll get some great stuff over there. It ain't stealing the dead if they're dead.
Wait, what?
Alright, well.
It'll kill
Think
you
we
only if I die. Yes, that's what it means.
It's only lethal if I die.
Think that gets us all we really need at this point are gonna get out of this guy.
All right.
And as you
I say
guys
let's
pack
go.
up, he is totally going out with you.
Oh,
Just
Oh,
him,
he's
not his
coming.
dog.
He's coming along.
As soon as you ask him, he's like, "Well, I'll come along if you let me, but I got this here tracker to make sure we're all staying honest like. And in case something happens, I can come find you in a couple days." As he
I have
totally
no problem with him coming along.
I
Do
guess.
we have enough
He-
space? Is
he really
the
doesn't want to come along. He just wants to put this tracker on top of Old Blue.
Uh,
No,
Oh,
no
okay.
track.
As he
In
literally
that
sticks
case.
this magnetic tracker with a little flashy light and antenna. And he's like, "Old C4 can track this, so just in case something happens to you kids, I can get out in the desert in a few days and find you.
mm-hmm.
I
Or
got
a
you.
salvage.
I got to protect my investment." And by the way, you mechanical inclined folks realize you can just walk up and knock the thing off if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fairly honest deal that he's just saying, hey, so I can track you guys.
Okay,
Yeah,
if
well.
it's easily removed, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, he's not bolting it on. So
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, that's
magnetic.
fine.
It's anyone could take it off with just a screwdriver and pop it off.
he's straightforward about it, so that's fine.
No argument here.
Yep. Thank you. Be well.
And it's got a little teeny tiny solar panel on it to keep it charged.
That's adorable.
Let's do it. Navigate
All right.
through.
All right, Sybil. Tell us how to get there.
Cybele shall navigate.
And before you guys take off, are you setting up your tracking system for anything particular this 24 hours?
Probably
bugs.
for heat. Probably heat signatures would be my guess.
I mean, aren't we looking for relics?
And he did tell you the location had a lot of rusters.
We could set
Yeah,
it to life forms.
Set it for technology.
Yeah, life forms in.
No,
I
for
mean, if there's-
technology, because rusters aren't life forms.
Yeah,
Oh,
technology.
rusters. Oh, yeah. No,
Oh, but
I was
yeah,
thinking
you're
the
right.
the grinders.
Just
Grinders.
not the grinders.
Yeah.
Yeah, technology. Yeah.
Yep. Technology.
No,
You're not gonna run into many grinders right now. It's mating season, just like the Beatles.
They're off in their warrens doing their warren stuff.
Okay, so we'll do that and astrocartography.
Okay. So
We
you're-
ready, folks?
So you're setting it to look for working technology?
Yep.
Yep.
I know what happened last time I was here. What happened? So.
Okay. So in that case, as you're setting it for technology, somebody give me a computers check with an upgrade.
Oh. In that case, give us back that story point, because the story point Kevin
That
wanted
was-
to
that was
spend on
for- that was for-
astrocartography.
The Astro. Yeah.
You got 4 points. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
Anybody have computers? Because all I have is 3
I-
green.
I have 4 green in computers.
Fucking go for it, dude.
Go for it.
Okay.
As the
Cybele has completed task.
cross-spec has been totally set to sense technology.
Wait. What?
Can I use those? Let's see. Advantage on. Let's see. 2. I can give 2 blues, right?
If it involves your scanner, yes. Not navigation.
Make the scanner hypersensitive.
Could I use those 3? Could I use those 3 advantages to set it to specifically like Onai technology?
Yeah, you could totally tweak it into that.
Like make it extra on it.
Mhm. So it'll be able to ping with 3 blinking lights, Onai technology,
Yes.
as opposed to human technology.
Yes.
Okay.
I would like it to have the advantage.
Okay, I will definitely give that to you. Now you got to remember that,
Alrighty.
or you
and
just
then
type it in the chat so we don't forget. And as you're leaving his house, his hovel, the winds whip as we get a typical hot midday out there. It's a beautiful. Hell, us Arizona people are like, that's the best day ever. 98 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
nice and toasty.
You know, nice
Not
and
too hot.
toasty. Just a little bit of baby sandstorm blowing. Only a rating
That's a-
2 sandstorm.
It's like
It's
driving
so
on
dry.
I-10 this time of year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Cars
okay.
won't even
so-
overheat for that.
Phoenix.
So is the astro navigation ready? I mean
Yep.
astrocartography. Good
Yep.
to use it.
Including the
Astrocart-
upgrade?
Including the upgrade.
Oh, for the love of-
way.
God.
Here we go.
At least it's only one failure, so we're not like 2 days off this time.
This could I use those 3 advantages for something?
What would you like
Um,
to use them for?
Could I use this so that our scanner picks up on some other Onai tech?
That would be like a triumph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
How about the advantage just means that you kind of doubt your own abilities, and so instead of a full day later, just a couple hours pass before you.
Yeah.
So
Before you
as
realize we're heading
this is
east
the
instead of
direction
west.
I will
you're
take that
heading.
one.
Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2.
After a
just
few hours, I realized
that like
we're
at
off.
the end of the day, you
I
you
will
know you're
not
off.
even need to use the super secret one. I will let you see which direction you went.
Yeah.
You went this way.
Oh, for the love of
Lovely.
As you kind of realize, you hear the radio beacon of Petra, and you're totally like, guys, why is Petra to the south when it should be to the east of us? We can see the glow of Petra from here.
I'm gonna
God
turn
damn.
left.
God.
Just U-turn.
Shall I make another one?
I guess you're gonna have to.
Oh, for the
Okay.
love of Pete.
Oh, good. Somebody's burning that story point, so I don't have to adjust the dice pool. Okay.
Gosh. Just gotta
And
use
just
it to
so
get
we
where
know,
we're
when
going.
he finishes transporting, this is what the weather's now like.
Does someone want to
Hey!
help me and give a blue?
No change.
Yes, of
No
course,
change. The weather's
definitely.
staying constant.
Okay, James, add a blue because of Kevin.
Kevin's immediately poking his face. Are you getting us lost again? Okay, go ahead and take your shot.
Yes!
Hey!
Oh, thank God. And with that blue, I would like to add, with those 2 advantages, I'd like to add a blue to the next navigation check.
Okay.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Yep.
Okay, nobody's clicking
Okay, from
anything.
now on, Sniggly Widget will double check Sidebar's navigation work.
That's what we should have been doing from the beginning.
So go ahead and take your roll.
Vanessa, we trusted you to do calculations right.
Dave,
Right.
you'd appreciate this. In basic land nav class,
Mhm.
one
Do
of
you
the
need another
groups
one,
ran into
James?
the master sergeant or the first sergeant,
Yeah.
and and he decided to give them help. They
Oh,
didn't
no.
bother rechecking his work.
Oh,
He
geez.
sent them in the complete opposite direction they were supposed to go, like
Ah.
off the map, past the
Nice.
fence where we're supposed to stop.
Yeah.
We had to go
yeah.
out and look for these idiots.
Jeez.
This is a test. The test
do
is
you
showing
need-
some initiative.
Do you need me to make another one, James?
Yep. You
Uh,
guys are driving
Kevin,
a while.
Do you want to give me a blue?
You totally know you're going in the right direction.
Put the hammer down and let's do this.
Yes, they're the only group that failed.
Yep, so it should be 2 blues then.
Yep, you are at 2 blues and an upgrade in the wrong direction.
Yep.
And we're still at 2 black dice for the constant blowing desert winds.
Yep.
Hey! At least it wasn't a
No.
complete and utter failure.
it
This
should
is
have us
harder than
moving
it
in the
looks. Okay.
general same direct.
It's-
It's harder than it looks.
no
Huh?
successes.
It's harder
I-
than it
Do
looks.
you want to roll this? Do you want to roll this?
If-
instead?
Yes. Okay. It's harder than it looks.
If you would like, for 3 advantage, I will half the distance that you guys go in whatever random direction you're going.
I will do that, and on my next check, I get a blue.
Okay.
Our dice
So,
are just not.
that's where you think you're going. Everyone's botching rolls.
Yeah.
Oh my
We just want to see how bad these things hate us.
See, it's not me. It's
You gotta
the
be careful because the
fucking
next
lowest
one's probably
one.
gonna have like 2 despairs, even though technically there can only be 1.
So,
So
okay, so I
it's
need
like, how'd
to
that
make.
even happen?
Okay, so I need to make another one. Yes.
So you guys get kind of turned around. There's this maze of sand dunes. I mean, the old man did say in this area there's a maze of sand dunes, and you guys are obviously not wanting to dune buggy off the dunes, so you're trying to go in the low crevices of the dunes. So you're not being stupid, unless you want to
Is,
dune jump. I mean,
No.
that's totally a thing. I
Is
would
the,
recommend it.
Hard
No.
pass.
Well,
is this jungle visible?
Not really, because there's lots and lots of
Okay.
sand in the air and dunes.
The dunes,
It's not until you're
Some
really
hills.
close can you actually see it.
that and the haze, the haze and stuff. Yeah.
So
and
I need
and
to
for
make.
3 of your advantages, you only got half as far off track than you thought, which is good. I rolled
So
a
I need.
2.
So
it's
do I
only
need to
a
make
1.
another one?
yeah.
So yep. But
Okay,
don't
so
roll
put
yet.
in upgrade.
Enjoying
2
us
blues.
burning
Let's
story
go.
points.
Okay, so you're burning a upgrade. I like that. The
Yeah.
winds have not changed.
Yeah,
I've got-
and the old guy's probably looking at his little GPS tracker, going, "What the hell are these idiots doing?"
Okay, so an upgrade and 2 blue. Let's go. We
An
ready?
upgrade. Why do you have 2 blues?
Well,
'Cause
one from
I-
Kevin.
One is
Yeah.
from
And-
Kevin.
Yeah, and
but where
also
did the up-
I used 3. I had 5 advantage. I used 3 to not go super off course, and I had 2 left over, which I used to give another blue.
Okay. I
So,
was just
yeah.
wanting you to give me the math. See.
Yeah, that's the math. We ready?
Yep.
About
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
The best part
and you
is
still only got
you
one
realize
success or
you
one
went
advantage.
1 square back. You flipped a
Hey.
U-turn by accident.
Why are there 2?
Because this was my hidden GM level 1, keeping track of
Oh,
where you
okay.
actually were. So you then get back on course. This is a mini game all of its own.
No
Oh,
shit.
You're
Yeah.
actually
this is
there.
such-
It's not a mini game. It's a give James more story points game.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
James
So
is like,
you
"Let me
guys
do
are
this."
here.
Well, it's definitely more exciting than the mini games in the Mass Effect series. Awesome game series, but the mini games were just a joke.
As you're coming close, you totally see like it looks like a mountain than a crater, sort of like the volcanic mountains. You totally know that you're getting close to the crater over here. If you guys were interested in stopping by.
I think we
Yeah.
should stop by. That also would give us a chance to get out, check on the truck, heal a
Right.
crit maybe.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We have
Okay.
the main mechanic here now, so
Get
you
out and
guys
stretch our legs.
Get out with an eye shot. Do you actually go into the crater's area, like in their little commune, or do you stay just outside of it so you're not like having to deal with any crap? I mean, you all know from personal history, storm shepherds can be a mixed bag of nuts. I mean,
Yeah.
they could forcibly conscript you and all of your gear into their cause, or they could, go crazy and use their psychic powers, because most storm shepherds have 2 or 3 different psychic powers.
Ooh,
Which
we
can-
can have 3.
Yeah, I did a little metagaming and looked up the Storm Shepherd. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, we do not want to fuck with this guy.
Yeah, most of them are think every bad religious experience anyone has
Okay.
had across the world.
Okay.
I give them
this is
superpowers.
this is just their stats. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 3.
Wow.
Yes.
And they're running a cult of personality.
15 wound, 20 strain.
Let's stay away.
And that's doesn't include their abilities, their equipment, their talents.
The fact that they have a small cult.
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely don't need
Uh-huh.
to get involved with
Hopefully they'll all be tired from dancing.
As you guys get just close enough to like hear the sounds of their revelry, as you're hearing the song, this is the what is the Aquarius song? I forgot what the title of that was.
Just the age
Oh.
of
Age of Aquarius, yeah. As you're totally hearing in the distance, the sand is carrying that song towards you, and you're just like, huh, this could be good, this could be bad. I mean,
I
if
don't like it.
anybody wants to like scamper up the hill with,
I'm
binoculars and look, you totally can.
I don't want to get involved in a Georgetown situation.
nor do I. I'm just gonna make sure that my psyche is
Jonestown,
flipped to guarded.
All of a
Right.
sudden, he's not feeling anything from his third eye.
I'm being very guarded at this point.
His third eye
Yep.
is currently blind.
No, shut tight.
I mean, are you guys, you check the vehicle's looking okay. You give it its usual check down, kick the tires, check to make sure you don't stand any places it shouldn't be. Are you doing anything more extensive than that?
I think we could probably do with clearing one of the crits, if possible.
Okay, so who all is going out to do that? And are you the rest of you staying in the air conditioning, or are you guys coming out too?
I
Staying
can
indoors.
I
in the air
can be the
conditioning.
main person to work on the crits, especially now since I have that cooling suit. So
Yeah.
Cool.
We all
I'll
know.
back
Yeah.
up. I'll
And
back
we
up
all know
side.
what my rule is.
yep.
Don't leave the truck.
Don't leave the truck.
I mean,
and you
I
wanna
have
know
a
what not leaving the truck has gotten me? Never been hurt this entire campaign.
got rattled when whoever crashed it, I think, but
Yeah, it was a little strain. Haven't taken any wounds.
But he hasn't
Yeah.
been shot, stabbed, poked, prodded, beat. Jeez.
Or
Yeah.
Or
but no, yeah, I'm
sunburned.
not getting out. I'm only a yellow and a green mechanic, so I'm only like last resort mechanic.
3 yellows and a green. Let's go, baby.
Okay.
Someone want to come out here and help me? Give me a blue.
I will keep Cybele company out and while
Well,
she's
I
doing
already,
the
I already
repairs and
said I'll do
lend a
that to
hand.
help out.
Oh, okay. So
Since I'm
blue,
the-
and then Thorn will, I guess, stand guard.
Yeah, kind of. I'll just keep an eye out.
Since
Okay,
apparently
so
I'm the spare.
everybody out there, give me a resilience check. On the plus side, it's 1 purple. You guys can beat
Is
1
it-
purple. Come on.
Is it all set?
Yep, it's just 1 purple. You can beat this.
Oh, just a second.
Taking some strain.
Look at that, like champs.
2 to 3 strain each.
That's not bad at all. So, and it's a 1 purple on the crit
That's
for the
all.
car, right?
Yeah, it's a 1 crit and it's a 1 purple crit.
Okay, so you got a blue from assistance, right? Anything else giving you guys helpfulness?
Well, we got the
Uh,
mech kit, but that's
Are you going to use it?
it's a 1 purple. It
Well-
doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's already as.
If you're using
as
the
easy as
kit,
it
then we
gets.
don't even need to roll.
All right.
Okay. If
Okay, so
you're gonna do it that way.
med
Wait,
kit
but
bopped
would
it
I
down.
use the kit?
Huh?
Would I use all of the kit?
No, it wouldn't use the kit up.
It's
Okay.
It's only if you roll like 3 threats or a despair that the kit's used up.
Okay, got it.
So you've
then we
obviously
just-
gotten a well-stocked kit, which pretty much helped you get rid of one of those crits. So you're now down to just 1 rattled.
Hey.
Yeah, it doesn't say that it can only be reduced to 1. So yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't
so it
say it can't
reduces it to
reduce-
trivial.
It says it
Yeah.
reduces it by 1. That's it. That's all it
Yeah,
says. Yeah.
so that's good enough to say we use the kit, we fix the crit.
So, do you want to give it a rattle, or do you want to give it a rattle?
Well, it's got to be the bottom rattle because the top rattle is the one that caused the bottom rattle. And
Ah, good point. Good point.
Now we just need to
you
fight.
got to
'cause
work
we got battle
backwards.
rattle.
rattle.
Okay, so you guys spend some downtime, then You're totally sure Cybele is like the target is like no distance ahead. Your sensor is clearly picking up since you are adjacent to it. Onai technology is definitely in effect here. You're getting at least a good 5-6 hits of technology not too far from you guys. And there is human technology over here going, which you totally know even without. There's some megaphones playing music. They've apparently set up probably a space RV, with speakers.
Winnebago?
Space Winnebago with barf.
Spaceballs. Winnebago. Come on.
Get to the Winnebago.
The Eagle 5 or whatever it is.
I'm not a storm priest. I'm a prince. Okay, so hop, skip, and a jump. Our navigator can't miss this up with just one purple for navigation. One purple. Now that I
Okay,
totally
you ready?
jinxed it.
Don't you fuck us.
I will be in a sec. Yeah, are you having your driver assist again?
Yes.
I mean, I
Yep.
figured I waited long enough.
Yeah.
Okay,
I-
make
I
that
was waiting for it.
roll.
Oh,
Oh my
no.
god.
Good.
Oh my god.
Doesn't even have black dice from a dust storm or anything.
No,
I
exactly.
totally forgot to put those guys in there. I'm not going to use them, but I'm just curious.
That was against one red and still.
Oh, okay.
Fucking key is not in the ignition for these dice.
Oh my god.
What is this bullshit? Oh my god.
We're gonna end up in the jungle.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
No, I think he went backwards again.
Don't give him ideas, please.
He
So,
doesn't need ideas.
you guys know. Wow. Let me get back to the token
Could
later.
I use those 3 advantages to not get that off course?
To like half the distance that you would have gone?
Yes.
Okay, I'll totally take those 3. As it saves me from having to like secretly, move shit around. I'll totally take that. As basically you guys realize when you come over a dune and you see 80-foot tall trees with vines and some birds fluttering around there, and this green color accosts your eyes, and for a second you're like, what is this color we see?
Hey, Cybele, turn right.
No, that would be a left, but
As right would take
That
you
was
north.
sarcasm.
Practice for my team.
As
This-
clearly you all kind of have this collective butt pucker when you come over that dune and you realize straight ahead of you is green. Straight ahead and to the left is green. To the right is green. And you're just like, somebody check that map again? I mean, the old man didn't have any green on his map. So it could be this is where we're supposed to be, but you think you should check the map again.
We check the map.
Obviously, Cybele's AI was not taken from a ship Navi computer.
Cybele,
So,
do we need to like reboot you or something?
Okay, so Cybele, you park
See.
there. You realize it's the wrong location. Would you like to do another navigation check? It should be really close, really close.
Cybele agrees to this.
I mean, even your detector is now pointing out that you've gone away from the technology it was sensing, and it now disappeared off
all
the
you
radar.
have to do is drive. All we have to do is drive towards the technology. Stop listening to Cybele. Drive towards the technology.
You know what? I will even give you another blue for that. That's a good point. Go ahead and give me your navigation.
Oh, thank God.
Hey, you pull up at the location where he marked on the map. You are there.
All those dice, and that's all we got.
Bro,
How many
Roll20
days did
doesn't
that
want me
take?
to fucking know where I'm going, okay? I don't know what else to say.
And
Seriously,
what
how
would
many
you
days
like?
was that?
like
Okay.
4 or 5.
Let's see, with those 2 advantage.
Obviously, at this point, the old man is already walking towards you guys, and might show up around the time you spent a day digging here. Hey,
I think
aren't you
he's been
kids done with
waiting
this
for us.
place?
No, he's been waiting for us for 2 days.
I will use those 2 advantage. I would just get some strain back.
Okay.
I'll get a strain back, and then it's not probably going to hold. Will it hold if I get in the blue for navigation? Or
No.
yeah, then I guess it's just a wasted advantage. Oh well.
No, I mean, it's not wasted. You could always say you found like some topography to help protect the
How
vehicle.
about a good parking spot?
Yeah,
I'll take
like
a
some
good
shade or
parking spot
something.
for 1 advantage.
it's your turn to make some narrative influence. Do it.
Right?
So, what kind of
I would
advantageous?
say we find a parking spot where there's some nice shade.
Okay, you find where a dune curls up, an old crusty dune that's not going anywhere anytime soon. As you guys, park in the shade of that dune, it's nice because you get like extra hours of darkness as opposed to the unbearable sun. As the shady spot you conveniently found also goes over to the ruins, which is a very small ruins. You see like 3 little stone pillars that pop up a couple 100 feet apart from each other, but they look very symmetrical. Almost like someone with definite purpose put these little pyres that stick up about a good 20, 30 feet, but they seem to be broken and stands, blasted and edges are softened. And you clearly see what looks like somebody used a explosive charge not too long ago, like a couple weeks ago, but the sand of course has cleaned up most of the nastiness and blown open some rocks that have been cleared, and you see that they look brickish, but sand is poured over it over the last couple days. But you clearly see what looks like a 8 foot wide by 8 foot wide-ish hole that's blocky. It looks like blocks have been blown up to open this hole.
And that's probably
Jeez,
where it went down.
Can't imagine how he woke everything up.
And he totally, it matches what you were told, that he found the opening and he made the hole bigger from a certain point of view, which you guys, are you coming out to investigate? Especially since the sun is down, it's late at night, you got nice trees.
Yeah, probably a good time.
Yeah. Better go look.
Are you guys leaving the headlights on, even though you have a very handy dandy spot to park where the headlights don't shine for very far, just at the ruins?
We do have torches.
Or wow.
Ooh, and apparently the winds have picked up tonight.
Maybe we'll wait till the morning.
Okay, so you guys opt wisely to avoid the hurricane strength winds in the advantageous little parking spot, as you just hear this suit ripping winds out there, and you guys just like, nope. As you wait,
Not going out in that.
you wait for the early dawn, sun starts lightening up things, and oh my god,
That's horrible.
as you guys stay in the vehicle, as some nasty, horrible
Jesus.
acid rain hits. That's a 100 that was rolled. Acid rain comes down, and you clearly see the hole get cleaned up, because not only is there an godly horrible acid rain, but there are an astonishing no winds whatsoever. So this acid rain is coming straight down monsoon style, like we all know in Arizona, as it just is pouring, and you see it just pouring in the hole. And it's clearly clearing out the opening, so you can see where these stones are that seem like fused, stones. And there's no sand that will bother you getting into this hole. But you're not in a hurry during the acid rain, I take it, to jump out of the car at all, right?
No.
Windstorm to no winds, but yeah, acid rain.
So you guys
Wonderful.
are totally chilling in the car, having some great conversations, some great team buildings going on. Obviously, Sybil says this is why I changed our route, so we would avoid the acid rain earlier, but now we have to face the acid rain. I mean, the best part would have been the no wind. That would have been so nice.
No, that would have been awesome.
That
Yeah.
would have been fucking pristine. As a little bit later, a couple hours later, the rain finally parts. It's now midday. The sun has come out. The acid rain has been soaked up into the silica out there, and it's your typical. It's 98 to 100 degree weather. That's a good day. As we know in Arizona, in the summer, that is a good day. There's still some winds, but you're okay with the winds now that they blew away the bad shit. As long as that acid rain stays gone, do you guys want to go out and check out the hole?
It's not that far. I mean, we might as well, because if we go down into it, we'll not be in the wind anymore.
Right.
That's true.
Or the heat.
Or the heat. Well, the heat's not bad. All right. Yeah, I say it's better than acid rain, so let's check it out. And
Maybe the acid rain helped clean things out down there. Think about it. A gout of acid rain for 8 hours poured down that opening.
Yeah. And everybody's coming, right?
Well, not Sarah.
Everybody's coming,
Is Sarah
right?
staying in the car, or is Sarah coming with?
Sarah's
Um,
taking a nap.
Sarah's falling asleep.
okay, now is the car close enough that we can use a winch to lower a rope down to climb
You
down?
could totally use the rig's winch.
Let's
I'll
get that
operate the
set
Riggs
up.
winch then.
And it
There you
seems to be
go.
parked close enough that it's safe and close enough that the winch can assist.
Cool. Well,
Everyone got
looks
their
like
hi-fi
Sarah's
cuffs?
with the truck. Hi-fi
God.
cuffs.
Yeah, high fidelity radio cuffs.
Your collar radio.
Yeah,
Let me see.
All right,
And
as
does
long as at least one
everybody
of you
have a
has
light?
one.
I've got one.
I got a built-in radio. I got one in
Okay,
my
so
head.
We got three.
I just
so,
talked
okay.
right into your mind.
Well, apparently, how would you talk to Cybele then?
Well, I don't talk to Sayaville until she learns to not speak in the third person.
Damn!
Cybele
Wow.
shall never talk to Thorn again.
Wow.
Nothing of value was lost.
Cybele leaves with the scrap saw.
Oh. Cybele goes walking off into the desert.
So
Don't worry, Cybele will be lost and come back shortly. Okay, so somebody give me a perception check. And more importantly, I should ask, are you wearing your dust goggles? That
Yes.
adds
yeah.
to your perception
We're-
checks.
Yep.
I'm all geared
I
up.
have a yellow and 2 green for perception.
I got 2 yellow and a green and a blue and a -1 black.
I think you're the man for the job.
I think I have a blue.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
just
double
got all 3 green, that's it.
I know the goggles add during a sandstorm, but what do they
It
add?
just takes away a blue. Or it takes away a black, I think.
Okay.
Dust goggles. Yeah. Yeah.
The copy paste I gave you says 3 instead of what the dice is, so I was just wondering. Okay, so I took out
Okay.
one of the blacks. Instead of 3
Okay.
black dice.
Well, mine, I have it set to automatically take it out. So
Okay, then I'll leave it in then. Okay, so give me the perception
Well,
check
no-
as you come up.
well, no, I have -1 for my eye, then whatever for the goggles. You're right. Yeah.
So should I take out 1 black for the goggles?
Yeah. Take out 1 black.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, I got to take it out. And we're going to see what he can make out of what he's seeing here after the rain has washed everything away. But it's okay. It was better than you guys being out in that shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ooh. So as for your 3 success, you totally check out the ruins that you can see. You can see little bits of explosive canister that the old coot used to blow up these bricks. Obviously, you can see he demoed these things with some homemade explosives. You take some ingham, you put in a container, you chip away a hole, you light it, and it blows up. You actually see one or two that were left behind of these charges, but they look like they were probably duds. And after the acid rain, you're sure they're duds. Somebody would have to put these back together themselves to make sure they work. And as you're totally checking out the hole, you kind of like do that step close, step on the brick, make sure it doesn't fall from under your feet. Look back, and you're just like, okay, let's bring the winch. And you start setting people up to basically click on to the winch's line so you can all be dropped down together. Or are you planning on going in groups? Like 2, then 2, then 2, or all 6 of you as one fish bait drop down on the line at once?
I don't like the
Or
analogy.
do you want to stagger and have like 2 at the bottom and then 2 a couple feet up and then 2 more like a helicopter would drop a deployment on?
I'm willing to go be one of the first. So, anybody who's willing to be in the first with me?
Sure.
Okay. As you guys are divvying up, and we'll conveniently bring up a blank page real quick as I grab some bodies. Those 3 thread have everyone quiet, I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Never
everyone
good.
has light sources, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Got a torch. Got a heat sensing eyeball.
Correct.
Glad I told you all to get torches.
Yeah, I replaced the one I lost.
Okay, so let's make sure I got you guys on the right map there. Yes, I do. So as you got people hooked up on the winch, and this would be the fishing line. In what order are you guys coming down in the hole? And is anyone staying up above?
I'll go down.
Well, I
Like
think.
I said, I'm
Shall-
willing to
shall
be one of
descend.
the first to go down.
Yeah. Going with first down.
Is anyone staying in the truck to control the winch? I will totally say that this winch has controls on the hook at the end, by the way. Because this is super fancy sci-fi. There's got to be a control knob on the hook.
Right.
You would
Or a
hope in
remote
the
of
future
some
they would
sort.
put that.
I mean,
yeah.
So
I assume
Sarah can
Sarah-
come along too. There we go. We'll probably need everybody.
Fine.
I love the begrudgingness.
You're shooty, right? So get your ass down here.
I'm a shooty and a punchy.
Yeah, get your ass
Yeah.
down here.
And you
Sandy.
guys
Probably
clearly
need it.
know it's like a 60-foot drop down, at least. You know, one of you spits and you hear the.
I feel like spit is not the material I would use as a metric for measuring distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta save the. Well, you gotta save that water. That would be wasteful.
That too.
There is that. So this is the order that you guys are coming down in. I mean, you can move your guys. You can move your guys around, and
Sorry. Can't
and
see.
I'm assuming at this point
what's
you're
Thorn's what's Thorn's
Well, no, I was coming down with
Soak.
with Thorn.
My soak is 4, I think.
and
okay,
you all
in that
should
case,
be,
I'm going down on the
be
bottom.
healed up, right?
Yeah.
As we all look
Yeah.
at Sniggly, who's got a little damage there. There you go.
Yeah. Wait, I
Is
thought.
everyone's
Okay.
I've got 5 soak.
know
Okay.
what?
Well, I got 4 soak.
Cybele has 4 soak.
I have 4.
Okay.
So that's the order you guys are coming down in.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're coming down, everything seems fine. You're coming down. You're waving your lights everywhere. You actually do see like a good, 150 feet this direction. There's a glowing orange something. You can't see exactly what it is. On the plus side, certain somebody's mechanical eye is totally detecting heat around it. And you notice that there's a buzzing sound in the darkness. that as soon as you guys, your eyes are getting adjusted and you're pleasantly out of the above ground, it's nice to be in this hole because it's nice and cool. And even though there's that pungent acid rain smell, it's cool down here. But as you come down, there's this whizzing, buzzing sound that grows closer to you guys.
It
And
better not be those fucking ants again.
Yeah. No, it's probably machinery buzz, I'm guessing.
Oh, weird hummingbirds.
Drones.
Right?
does anyone have Oni lore? Like any ranks in it?
I have
Side
one
bell
rank
does.
in it.
You have one rank in it. As all of a sudden, at a very inauspicious moment, those three threats make themselves known. As you're coming down, you're hearing some mechanical noise below, but the buzzing gets closer to you all, and it seems to be like surrounding you guys, in like almost like a pentagon shaped style, that the noise is approaching you all at once in unison. As it
Oh
gets
my gosh.
close, and you all are hanging on your cables. And who's in control of the cable descent and up and down?
That would be the bottom guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
it'd be me.
Okay. So as you guys are all waving your lights around, trying to get a bearing on the place, you know for sure the bottom guy that you still have like a good 20, 40 feet, something between there. You can't quite be sure. Your light's kind of hitting, but the light makes distance a bitch. And then all of a sudden you see down on the ground, there's totally a ruster that just walks by and is like picking something up and moving it. It looks like some kind of fused metal shape. You're not sure what it is, but he's oblivious to you guys, does not acknowledge your light at all. But the one that gets the attention is our person who knows the Oni immediately recognizes that there's a group of 6 hornets up at the surface level here, where I'm apparently misclicking. 6 hornets surrounding you in a circle that are basically closing in on you, and they just got to about short distance with you guys. To
You
each
said
other,
they're kind of.
they're at medium distance, but to you guys, they're at short distance. And they just came zipping up, and almost in perfect unison, you see like the first 3 light their lights up, and then the second 3 light their lights up, and they're lighting you guys up with light. As they clearly see you, you clearly see them. And with our expert of the Oni, you know that these are basically like little hive mind drones. They do have a weapon in them, you know for a fact, and they have some kind of shielding. It's basically like a little force shield type of thing that they can use to make themselves more difficult to hurt. And pretty much in unison, as you basically, if you'd like, you can tell your colleagues this. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Get ready.
Wow.
Could I also
down.
alert them since I have one and only?
What's that?
I also have one and only laws, so can I alert them?
Yeah, you can totally give them the skinny.
Cybel detects only hornets. Be prepared for combat.
Are they ill-tempered?
They're basically normally little drones. I mean, there is a chance that if you don't mess with them, they may not mess with you. It could just be that your presence has summoned them to investigate. Because sometimes, depending on, and I'll totally remind our Oni experts that sometimes that Oni basically are just following their pre-programmed programming, which could be, protect a location. It could be look for any trouble and report it to a overseer drone. Or it could be that they've gained sentience and do their own thing. It depends on how crazy they've gone, basically. Because rusters, like Essos, some of them have gotten their own personalities, which is the worst. Especially since our Oni experts know there's like a condition where sentient ones can go and infect other ones with sentience, and there's nothing worse than that.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. I mean, you don't want to.
Allegedly.
You don't want to acknowledge that these drones could be sentient because shooting them on sight then becomes a little more difficult to justify, especially with your SOs. Who I'm sure out there somewhere, there's totally an SO that wants to liberate these guys and call them mechanical brothers, even though they're built by alien technology.
Oh, I'm sure.
Or are they the reason our SOs are sentient? Think about it. And as these guys are beaming you with lights, they haven't done anything aggressive. They do have weapons pointed at you, but that's because they're built into them. They haven't raised their shields, which are little shimmering shift shields. They're just looking at you as you're waving your lights around willy-nilly in the darkness, looking at them. That's a good place to wrap it up there.
Oh,
Looking at them,
boy.
looking
Dun,
at
dun,
us.
dun.
Like, you just gave us a literal cliffhanger.
Big cliff
Yeah.
right there. I
Oh
mean,
dear.
the guy with the control can always go up, 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 or down, 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 down. I mean, there is always if you would like to fall from a most likely medium height, you could always hit the release button and just drop the whole cable.
Absolutely not.
No way. Just keep lowering slowly.
Geronimo!
I mean, if you
Maybe,
wanted to lower it very fast, it would just require, coordination or athletic checks and possible death. Because Genesys falling sucks.
It's so bad.
Well, I mean,
You
okay,
roll.
so what is close range? Like approximate distance
Close range is like 5 feet. Short range is like 20 feet.
or short range? 20 feet.
Yeah,
Falling 20 feet, yes, you are probably going to break your legs.
yeah, because short range is like 20, 30 feet. Like in D&D terms, it's how much you can run in a few seconds. 30 feet is what D&D calls it.
No, it's still, in this game
Yeah.
it's fatal.
Yeah, falling 30 feet,
30
you break
feet,
things.
falling 3 stories, you will survive, but you're gonna wish you hadn't.
Yeah.
I mean, there is that joke that you're
You will
better
take a
off.
crit.
You're better off falling from higher than 20 feet because like 20 feet is the sick distance that if you land 10 to 20 feet, you do more damage apparently. Between 20 and 60, apparently you're less likely to destroy your body. And I'm like, I don't believe that, but they say that.
Yes, but you also have to remember, if you fall 6 inches with your knees locked, you could shatter your legs.
Oh, yeah. The torch goes all the way up there and shatters all the soft spots.
I mean,
Who are we kidding? I've discovered
you
after
can-
40, you can sneeze and shatter something.
I'm not that old.
One sneeze. Oh, what was that? What did I do?
Throw out your back.
I failed my my resilience check versus sneeze.
Yeah. Much.
And then players would start using sneezing powder as a weapon.
Alright.
I know whenever I
How
play
many are there?
D&D, I always have pocket sand. It comes in handy a lot.
How many of these bad boys were there again?
There are 6 of them. Seems that it's in a
All
group of 3 and a group of 3. And they all seem to be moving in perfect hive mind unison. Which, of course, your ONI experts will totally verify that, yes, these things work on a hive mind basis.
All right.
And the sad
we'll
part is
handle them.
the environment's got this really acrid smell from all that acid rain that poured down here. Thankfully, there's no puddles or lakes of acid. It's all soaked into the ground, but oof, it still stinks.
Mm-hmm.
Is everything on this planet trying to kill us?
Yes,
Yeah,
including the humans that landed on it.
More so than Tucson is.
Yeah.
At
More
least
so than Australia.
Yeah, well, in Australia, at least the plants aren't trying to kill you like they are here.
Yeah.
True, they are a little less lethal.
And then in Florida, you have the Manzanita del Muerte,
Oh.
the apple of little death, which you can't even stand under the tree.
Yeah, because the fumes wafting
The
off
fumes
of it will give you blisters.
or if it the sap, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it's because it made you orgasm. I mean, it's called the apple of little death.
Right.
It's not the
But
French
no,
little death.
No, that's Spanish, not French.
The French little death
Yeah.
is good. The Spanish little death is bad.
Yes.
There has there's only been like 2 recorded times where somebody ate the apple and both survived somehow, but still,
God.
it is not recommended.
Yeah, I would not recommend it at all.
Chemical blistering, yeah.
Not cool. Not cool.
And you guys get 10 experience.
Yay!
Woo.
As I put in the
Hey.
notes so we don't forget.
Hey, Cybo, all those missed checks you made, make sure you record the medal. You might
I mean,
get us a story
yeah.
point next time.
Cybele
Yeah.
should be at like 12 freaking metal, if not more. I mean,
Yeah, that's right.
that's why I keep
forgetting about that.
asking. Now I think
Yeah,
Cybele's
I
going to
think-
be going through the chat counting how many times there was a failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a bunch of people forget to.
Yep. Do not
Correct
forget
those.
to
Yeah,
mark
'cause
your
it's-
medal.
It's not. We're not used to it still. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is a
Yeah.
new mechanic.
Okay, piss off, cat. I petted you. Go away.
Oh, you think that's good enough? That's just the start.
Yes.
say,
At least mine
that
doesn't
is-
get like. Isn't one of those that'll swat you or
Well,
claw you when you pet it
Next
too much.
session. Well, I now have 11 metal, so let's go.
Hey, I was close when I said 12.
I'm up to 6.
You alone could cash in.
I could be the best next session.
We're about to be ambushed, but Cybele will help us all out with a story point.
Haha.
That'll work.
This is the advantage we need to win.
Oh, this is interesting. A Georgia mayor was arrested for burglary.
Oh my.
Well, times are tough, even for mayors, apparently.
Yep.
Yeah, just think of Marion Barry.
Oh.
So
Alrighty, guys.
no, but
I gotta go for
Alright.
dinner because dinner was ready
Alright,
about 20
gents.
minutes ago.
Uh-oh.
All right.
All right.
well,
Good
that
night,
was 2
y'all.
minutes early then.
Next time.
Later.
Are you guys coming? Are you guys available tomorrow?
I
Yep.
should be.
I am.
I know I mentioned this in the chat, but if anybody's up for a barbecue or whatever on the 22nd,
Ah,
since I was teasing about it. So anyway, something to think
That's
about.
a Saturday. I'll
Coolio.
have to check.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, I'll have to
I'm 3,000.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Take a plane
That's
ticket.
just-
Come on.
That's just an excuse, is all I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Just
it is.
put it in a bag and FedEx it one day over. You know, it should be okay-ish.
all right, y'all. Have a good night.
Later.
Later, guys.